3, 2, 1, activate!
No luck with that one. Getting angry now, and it doesn't even scratch it. Powered by two 12-volt sealed. The pump bursts, and another 25. It has an electric pickaxe, not the quickest weapon, but also operates as a Robotica. Yeah, what an imaginative name. Let's see if the performance in the arena, though, is the composite armor extremely. As far as I'm aware, this robot houses the most powerful electric drive type of any of the robots. It's a lean, mean predator of a robot, and it's sick now. The Sumo Challenge, a test of will and weight. High plow chassis type. That's encouraging. There's some damage showing, and it comes thudding in. Not strong enough to do. It seems very resistant to the flame. Playing with fire there, trying to tempt house robots to come out and play. Is the flipper underneath tries to flip it. You've done it. What a disaster! It's armed with an electric pickaxe that can strike 3. Risky, getting too close to that drop zone. Remember, X-Mark. That's it! Victory in not having trouble getting along. Come on, shove that robot off. That one's gonna leave a scar. Nasty. A force to be reckoned with, this robot, even in the tricky car. Straight through into the room below. Hope they don't call. This could be a The welding robots can cause serious damage if you get in. And we have a winner. In a 12-volt nickel-cadmium battery pack gives this robot all the armored in titanium. Very difficult to cut into. Or 10 out of 10 for effort. No points. A 24-volt battery supplying Agitator is the name. The house bots will have their work cut out if they try and put this fiberglass robot armored in expensive titanium aluminium alloy for great protection. Without, cars will fall off the production track if the off switch is hit. So make sure you're not underneath. What a close match. Not first spot today, but a second place in an Annihilator. Runa scorching away. The heat beginning to cause some damage. Powered by 3 6-volt sealed Hypnodisc is here again with that huge flywheel at the front. Their opponents are first entranced and then bashed to smithereens. The other robots just better keep their off. They're playing rough here. Just dump the. That's the switch to turn off the production track. Whoa! No damage from the flywheel that time. It's all over, and we have our mad mashing maniac Melee. Covered in Kevlar and titanium. Things to watch out for in this arena include the steam catapult, all ready to fire you into the sea if you end up. It's like a bouncy castle down there. And just look at the pipes. Obviously lots of technical wizardry going on in there. And they drop from the magnet. A luckiest. This robot keen to get into the battle, rushing it in. Oh, the air's leaking from the canister. That flipper isn't the Kevlar, not the toughest armor against. It's Robot Wars, and we're looking for some. Can't seem to do any damage. Perhaps they need to get this robot's driven by a high-powered electrical drive. Certainly one. Almost impossible to cut the composite armor. It doesn't get the axe bouncing off. Fair weather fighters won't get anywhere in this sky. Up close, the flamethrower, even hotter and more deadly. Don't let them get a stripy tiger skin. A gentle flip as it lifts. Let's see how this line up to competing in the weapons dash. This most. We have a winner! And a word! Now there'll be trouble. The house robots decide. The alloy armor standing up well, forever blowing bubbles. With the Robotica, the petrol-driven chainsaw providing the attack. A 24-volt sealed lead-acid battery. The power. Let's hope the Kevlar. It's melee time here on Robot Wars. Hold on tight. It's gonna be a. Look at those sparks flying as the. I think they're trying to wreck. And after 5 grueling rounds of robotic mayhem, one robot has hacked, a slashed, a rammed, and a bashed its way to the top, and rightly deserves to wear the crown of the world champion of robot. And the crowd goes wild, and the chainsaw skimming off the surface. Buzz has arrived, and it certainly will give the audience. Can the other competitors take this bull? Not flammable enough for the flames to. Unless they want anti-gravity. And after a gripping final, we eventually have a winner. Welcome your new Robot Wars champ. There's the pit, ready to host the crowd. war of the... They really earn those... The jaws of life are now dead. They don't... It's armed with a fire axe powered by an... They've shattered the armor. I don't think the glass baubles will last very long in the arena, though. Right. Our survivors continue to the knockout round. Keep away from the fence on either side of the arena. There are mines there. And they make it across with... Ow! That's the tie-up! And yes, we're waiting for a judge's decision. They have the win! Well done! Robot! Hey, come back! It's armed with a deadly flamethrower, but never say die. That's the motto of both reluctant to make the first move. A 6-volt nickel-cadmium battery pack. Sergeant Bash is on duty, and his duty is hard to make an impression on the polycop. No power seems to be reached, looking for something to cut and snip away with those. Second place. Not bad at all. They tried their best. But the flame, spinning blades, a truly magnificent 200 points on offer for the watchtower. Look out for... It may be cold here in Siberia, but our champions' hearts are warm. Welcome to Robot Wars, and it's test time for our competitors. Go get that! At the end of that brutal eliminator round, our winners go through in triumph. Our losers. And we all cheer the winning team in this. Dead Metal delighted to come in for some action now. He's been waiting, having trouble getting this. It's a mechanical leopard on the prowl, looking for its... That's it! We have our winners of the rooftop. They want more. Hey, I think they're dead already. Too easy to cut into the wood. They could do with some real... The spike pops out underneath. And a silly mistake takes them into the oven and straight out. Doesn't do you any good to go in there, chaps. I don't think they've done enough. That's all the time they have. No, the decision is in, and it goes metal everywhere. And the time up. And yes, we have a worthy winner in this head. It's all over. We have our... And the damage looking serious. The mace is on target. Not much damage. Dodges the flip. Oh, they're punching away at it with a vampire. It's trying to... Opponents will want to keep well clear of the scoop, or else they might find their world turn. The lance, breathbot, not good enough that. Its primary weapon is a 3-pronged titanium spike, allowing it to ram and defend from just a scratch as the second place in this devastated arena. And driving into the pit, they take themselves out of this contest. Silly, a close shave, but getting a turning scrap into scraps. Covered in expensive Kevlar and titanium composite material, it's very hard to damp. The escalator's cycling away. This robot doesn't take any prisoners, and its name speaks for itself. Here, the goals in the scrapyard arena, as ever, at opposite ends. Not much activity from some of the competitors. That's the end. We have our winners to... So there you have it. Out of 36 robots we started with, only one remains. And that is our new Robot Wars World Champ. This robot, one of the box wedge designs, a variation on the old... It's rather quiet considering how many robots we have in the arena. Come on! Driving themselves straight into the drop zone. And oh dear, they haven't got a 𝔸𝕦𝕟 on board. They've been hit. In comes Matilda with a flywheel, and she takes a bite, and there it goes. That's going to cause the flipper doing its best. The vampire weapon gets stuck in. This robot looking forward to the new challenge, according to the team. Space, the final frontier for... Have they hit it? They have! Holby turning into a real... There are the goals. Let's hope the gravity stays normal. Well, you're going to have trouble getting... They've done it! We have a winner. It's armed with a sharp 30-centimetre titanium. 25 points for that. Off comes the drill. It's If something goes wrong for you, then no doubt spanner. Train tracks on either side of this unusual arena. Just push robots through the gaps in the barrier. Wait for a train. Easy to punch through that fiberglass arm. They'll be sweeping up the remains of this one. Could be crushed robot time. Will they get it? The mine gone though. And 10. It slips through the pincer's grasp. Its primary weapon is a spring-powered axe, a fairly cheap weapon, but very innovative and quite... The armor, holding out Kevlar armor, protects it very well from most. Fair warning given on this robot. They won't be responsible for what happened. And the glove is off. Oh dear. Time up. And yes, we have a worthy winner. What's going to be a bit sharp, and in it comes to ram. It's covered in scales, but there must be a... The blades spin past, and I don't think they're meant to send that off the edge. It's armed with a sturdy fire axe. Also works nearly running into the car panel there. The titanium armor provides a good degree of protection from cutting. Oh dear. What are they? Let's see how well this team can endure the ultimate test. A strong Perspex armour is certainly going to add a layer of protection to today's contest. Welcome to the Robot Wars Championship. Once again, it's being held in the famous Robot War. Here, the electric fire axe is the primary weapon with its double-sided blade for and the crowd goes wild. The blades have fallen off. Watch out. This robot will need its sea legs in the arena. No problem. This robot's here to amaze. Welcome. It might be a spinner, but there's nothing dizzy about this American robot. You don't want to get bitten by those fast-moving steel teeth of the smash up the aircraft, chop for a handy 50. Fighting for Britain here in the wars. Its weapon is a garden strimmer power. This is a robot not to... Look at the carnage. I wouldn't let these guys... The motor's shot. And this robot even has a foghorn to make sure its opponents always know where to find it. Now that's what moving in, having a go with that vicious looking... Look at... Bright orange fur is the finishing touch on this robot.
Could be brown trousers time.
As the world spins to its doom towards the end of time, the earth is silent once again for mankind's deadly cry.
They're back.
Oh, hi everyone. I'm just going to load in a minute. Just loading in. Welcome in everyone. Here I am. Hi everyone. Hello everyone. I hope you're well. Thank you very much to 𝔸𝕗𝕬𝕬 for the raid. And also I'm very excited that the thing that automatically does a shout out when someone raided worked. Very happy with that. Hello Ross. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. And of course, George Lee was a world champion in the graceful and challenging sport of gliding. Oh, what's this?
On WCW Worldwide. That is real head. Of course, it's whose head do you think it would be?
Whose head do you think it would be? Thank you very much, Kate. I quite like that. I think that's a fun new redeem. Hi everyone. Hope you're all ready for some Bobots. Hello everyone. Hello Kate. Hello Gym Reception. I hope you had a nice birthday, Gym Reception. Was that a while ago now? I lose track of when things were because I'm always streaming. It all melds into one time now with me. But I hope you had a nice birthday, whenever that was. And also just hope everyone's well, generally. Peter's Bobotus Sunday, so that's good. That's a good alternate name for the stream. Okay, we're going to watch some robots. We're going to watch some Bobots, whatever. We're going to watch some. I'll tell you what we've got tonight. We've got some more series, more of the 7th War, Series 7, some more of that, and then we've got at the start of a brand new series of Robotica, and always excited to see Robotica, and then the last episode of the first series of Battlebots and the start of a new series of Battlebots. So that's exciting, isn't it? That's exciting. Yeah, I saw that, Kate. That looks great. It was nice to see he's made a friend. I was very impressed by Mavis has a festive scarf. I think that was nice. Also, just above that as well, there's a picture of Mavis and your dad playing on the Switch. That's great. She put it on herself. Did she just? You didn't even get it. She just turned up with it one day. She just popped out to the shops. Hello everyone. Hello Big Popper. Hello Red 𝔸𝕗𝕬𝕬. Hello Alex. I saw you were streaming earlier. Red 𝔸𝕗𝕬𝕬. Was that today? Or was that yesterday? You've done a stream this weekend, right? That's fun. You're playing an egg game. Can I give you a shout out? Oh, I might be on cooldown. It's a shame that we won't go. Oh yeah. If you want a poem, you have to remind me in 25 minutes. Got some new weird games. That's exciting. Give 𝔸𝕗𝕬𝕬 Where am I pointing? I'm pointing at my jacket. Give Ricky a follow if you want to. You want to see that? This is nowhere near where the thing is, isn't it? Oh, what's going on here? Whoa, mama! Whoa, mama, indeed. Should we get to the Bobots? And to whoever was inquiring in the pre-stream, there is a major top. There is a major Pete that does exist, but there's lots of these now. So you just have to watch out. You just have to watch out. There's ChatGP Pete. Some good ones in there. Okay, let's get on. Let's watch some Bobots. Actually, should we do a prediction? Should we do a prediction? Let's do. Will we get a line on the bingo card? Will we get a line on the bingo card? Get your predictions in now. People that aren't aware of the bingo card, you're going to need me to open it, aren't you? You're going to need me to open it. I've developed a bingo card. It's perfect for any media. It's perfect for any media. There it is. Yeah, there we go. There's exclamation mark bingo. Those are the things that are on there. These are what we're looking for. If you see any of these, let me know. So we're looking for a line on this bingo card. Yeah, I was a big fan of the Mavis playing Switch photo. I'm absolutely. Whenever I need a picture of a gamer, that's where I'm going to go. That's where I'm going to go straight away. Well, if you predict yes, Roz, you can put your channel points where your mouth is. Is that right? You can do that. Okay, look, let's get straight over to the Bobots. Let's go straight over to the Bobots. Noel Sharkey and George Francis is a good Pobot. Put your channel points where your fingers are. Is that better? I'm not sure. Okay. You've bought WWE 2K24. It's almost 100 gigabytes. I'm tempted to get a modern wrestling game because I think it would be fun to do the creator. I think people would enjoy the creator wrestler stuff, right? I think that would be a fun stream. But let's not worry about that now. Do you think Gromit from Wallace and Gromit is a gamer these days? Will he be playing Raid Shadow Legends in this year's Christmas special? That's a good prediction over the twist. Do we think we'll see Gromit gaming? Yeah, Wallace pogging. Blimey, do it. That could be related to anything. That could be relating to anything. Yeah, that could be funny, couldn't it, Sage? But I have thought about it. And also we could do multiplayer. Yeah, I'll have a think. Wallace is built to pog. WIBTP. Wallace is built to pog. Petri is that's a good po. That's an underrated Pobot, I think. The thing that happens now with these, there are so many of these. Sometimes I'll see one and I go, oh, I haven't seen that one for a while. That's good. I just forget they exist. It is a classy early cinema Pobot, yeah. Yeah, I'll give him all the Osaka Street Cutter, which I now know the provenance of. Okay, for God's sake. Major Pete exists. Look, hang on. I can prove this. Oh, do you know what I've still got from last Christmas? Look at this. Oh, it's the festive Bobot stream now. Oh, there we go. Ho ho ho, indeed. We're all feeling Christmassy now. Everyone feeling Christmassy. Yeah, there we go. Come on, feels Christmassy. Do I have one on here where I could bring up a single Pobot? When am I getting the Santa hat on? I've never been able to get a Santa hat to fit me, Roz. I don't know if there's one around the house. I'll have a look. If I can provide a Santa hat on stream next week sometime, I will do. Hang on, let me just find. We'll watch some Robot Wars in a minute. That's what people want, I think. It's one of the very early Pobots. There he is. There he is. There he is. Boo! Boo! Okay, he's gone now. Okay, look, for God's sake, let's go and watch some. Let's go and watch the robots. Could you have a 𝔸𝕦𝕟𝕕𝕒 where someone pays some channel points and has to predict which Pete pick will come up via a randomizer? Maybe. 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 We can work that into a whole stream, couldn't we? Have other interests. We could do a whole. Oh yeah, no, yeah, but I have other interests. That's so true. Everything I do. Yeah, if you do want a rare DVD, do go to Josie's eBay. For God's sake, let's watch some robots. People are losing interest. People are losing faith in me. That's not true. It's a good question, Matt. Has there ever been a Santa-themed Bobot? I don't know. I don't know the answer. Okay. King. That would be good. That would be good. Oh yeah, I should explain how the people. Oh, actually, the Nightbot's just done it. So I do these art streams where I make the Pobots, and what I do is in every. Oh, sorry, I'm also trying to make the stream work. Anyone that subs or donates can suggest a Pobot, and then that goes onto a dice, and then we roll the dice in the art streams and make them as they come up. So that's how those work. I don't think we have King P Power Works. Okay, let's Bobot, shall we? Shall we without further ado? We've had quite a lot of ado, I think. Had quite a lot of ado. Yeah, that. Okay, as you're well aware, that exists. As you're well aware, that exists. That one's real. Okay, here we go. Let's Bobot.
The father, the son, the daughter, the machine bigger brother.
3,
The opponent's
2,
many. The mission, the war zone!
activate.
Let the wars begin!
Can the number 4 seats triumph as war zone time flies by and the teams grin and bear it?
I don't fancy you at all.
It's confusing, isn't it, Kate?
No excuse me's in the war zone amid claws and pincers and the cruel countdown to meltdown!
Sorry. I know we've had a slow start. But we're going to watch that again. We're going to watch that again. Yeah, the father, the son, the daughter, just like in the old Bible. It could be the start of a TikTok. It could be the whole TikTok.
The father, the son, the daughter, the machine bigger brother.
3,
The opponent's
2,
many. The mission, the war zone!
activate.
Let the wars
The mission, the war zone.
begin!
Can the number 4 seats triumph as war zone time flies by and the teams grin and bear
I
it?
don't fancy you at all. Excuse the expression.
No excuse me's in the war zone amid claws and pincers and the cruel countdown to meltdown!
Yeah, that's the thing with those, isn't it, Matt? They're not even like he's just coming up with them off the cuff. He's had plenty of time to think about it, and then someone could have edited it.
The bad news is, places in our series semi-finals are running out fast.
Oh,
and they're
no.
hotly contested with a cash pot of over £20,000 up for grabs this year. Oh yes.
I'd forgotten about the really
There's everything
non-specific
to fight
cash
for,
prize.
especially as tonight, bigger brothers in the war zone.
Time to start to be serious.
It's time to start to be serious.
You see, they know what that means. So, let the wars begin.
Craig joining bigger brother in our first fight, Typhoon 2, Colossus and URO.
URO.
In our second fight, we have the return of Iron Ore, Disc Constructor, Xenomorph, and Hammerhead 2.
Disc Constructor is close to a bad pun, I think.
From Preston in Lancashire.
I think we may. I think we might be. I think we might be. I think we might be doing
lost
that.
its first battle, though.
Actually, you're right. We have to see if it moves first, Dan.
Right, this is Team Colossus. Your robot is Colossus. What does it do?
Well, it has two 100mm bore rams in it. It has a diamond edge disc running off a 750 motor.
Disc at the back, flipper
Safe.
at the front.
Yeah,
Is that a lethal combination?
we hope so.
Yeah,
Two-wheel
that is
chain
good,
driven
isn't
with
it? Come
11-inch
on.
go-kart wheels, the body
Again, that's one
panels
of my
are
favourite
titanium
things when a
durable
bad
Kevlar
robot has a
steel
really,
knitted wood
like a really
inner,
grand
has the
name.
pneumatic flipper and the diamond cutting disc, but is not yet tested in battle.
From Brighton in East Sussex and number 4 seed, Bigger Brother.
Runners-up in the 5th Wars and 3-time semi-finalists.
Ian,
Yes.
we have seen a lot of seeds go out this year. Have you modified your robot?
Well, no, it's our turn to go out. See, that's it. That's. We're not going to break the trend here.
You're going to go out straight away, round one.
Round one. Well, we'll try not to, but you know the way it goes.
Great, he's confident.
Flipping toss-tastic, mate, so they say. The Cobalt titanium rear armour, bulletproof.
What?
The Spike Ram flipper, awesome. Never beaten in the first round of any heat.
From Lancing in West Sussex, URO.
Sounds like Paul
Newcomers,
Merton.
Team MIB.
Is that right,
Oh,
Kate?
Jane, find out what that means for me.
Fantastic.
Here you are, men in black,
Overalls.
liking your work. And your robot is URO.
It's matching outfits.
Unidentified
Hello, Rosanna, and
rotating
hello,
object.
Harry.
We are a secret organisation devoted to ridding the world of killer robots.
How fast is it?
We're not quite sure. We haven't spun it in anger yet, but you'll see it for the first time out there.
VWW, very weird and wacky, invertible with an innovative and destructive high-mass bidirectional circumferential 2.5
VWW in
kilogram
the
disc.
chat if you're very weird
Well,
and
you know,
wacky.
very inexperienced.
From Edinburgh in Scotland, Typhoon 2.
The teams fought in previous lightweight and middleweight championships. Now they want this heavyweight to be top
That's
of the
right, Roz, yeah. But that's
Now, I believe
it's often.
you have a
Oh,
family of robots that you've all built.
Yes, this is the heavyweight robot. This is the featherweight
okay,
robot.
let's do some bingo.
And we've got a
We've
middleweight.
definitely
Now, why
seen.
have you decided to build all
matching
these robots
outfits.
when you're supposed to
Here he
fly
is,
away?
here's the lad.
We are indeed, but we're trying to interest young people in engineering. And that's the main theme behind what we're doing in project work.
And it certainly works, does it?
It certainly does.
Yeah,
They're
very
exceedingly
literal
keen, and the
child
girls as well.
soldier.
They built the little featherweight on their own.
So, what are your tactics when you're driving out there?
Well, I'm sorry, but that's a military secret.
So those who are
Oh, that's a
defending our
pre-prepared
airways and
bit as
skyways are, in
well.
fact, building
That's a
robots.
pre-prepared
rotating
bit.
cone with a heavy steel outer
It's
ring
not a
and
good
4
one,
rotating clawed
but they don't have to
hammer
be.
It can topple though before the weapon reaches gyroscopic speed.
Roboteers, stand by.
The teams then,
That's true.
Typhoon on the left-hand side, the Edinburgh Air Cadets, and URO, captained by Mark Stringer on the right-hand side, men in black overalls. Bigger brother, of course, Joe, Ian, and Ellie Watts on the left, and Colossus, captained by Robert Kenyon on the right. In the arena
I
for the
think,
house
Harry-
robots, a Killalot.
Yeah, that's
Gleaming.
Rosanna. That's a very good point. That's a
Sergeant
very good
Precious,
point.
Dapper as ever.
What's the best? Have we ever seen a good pre-prepared bit?
Activate.
Bigger
Oh,
brother
was there a
up to
fully spectacled
Razor.
team? Oh yeah, they all had sunglasses on, didn't they? Yeah, you're right. You're right, Goblin. Good spot. Also, I'm not convinced that's an active URO.
As well has inadvertently pressed the pit release. And
Oh,
is
there
in
goes the
trouble,
front bin.
flipped up and over 100 kilos. A very low ground clearance, but it didn't matter.
Oh,
Bigger brother
usually,
with a
Harry.
reminder
Yeah.
on the pit
What I
release,
was going to
it's
say
already
is,
been
if someone
signalled.
else criticised Jane's odour, you'd be on them like a ton of
Already
bricks.
flapping. One of the side pieces seems to be coming away. Does it? It's all this trouble there for URO. We can see the innards exposed.
Oh no,
The
its
side
innards are
panel has been
exposed.
ripped away. URO towards the angle grinder. Look at Typhoon 2 and Bigger Brother teaming up here on URO. Mark, Peter and Chris, the URO boys in trouble. Little Joe Watts, only 10 at the controls.
URO doesn't like a rumble, yeah.
Driving as well. He controls the weapons actually, Joe. Daddy and drives the ref bot, counting Colossus out we saw. And I don't think it's going to be long before the newcomers, Team MIBO, men in black overalls, become a grey and distant memory in Robot Wars
Men in
history.
black
Tease there
overalls.
for Bigger Brother.
Is having a Scottish flag, does that count as Brexit bots?
Typhoon 2
And actually, even if it doesn't, does being a
is not spinning.
does being in the whatever they are, the Navy, does that count as Brexit bot? I think it does, doesn't it? Yeah, but so are the armed forces. Come on, aren't they? So either way, it's there.
They've gone. Bigger Brother have virtually beaten everyone here. Colossus already battered into submission when it was turned up onto its side.
Oh dear.
Turned over. It is invertible, but there's nothing running at all. And what about Typhoon 2? Colossus appears still to be mobile, but it wasn't. It was counted out, and that's what you need to see. Typhoon 2 is still mobile. URO isn't and being counted out. So for me, it will be Colossus and URO who go.
I think in this one it's moot, because surely being the armed forces is Brexit bot. Surely being the Navy is Brexit bot.
May well want to consult with the referees.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's got the spirit of Brexit bot. Yeah, especially an EU flag.
Brothers in arms in the war zone on Robot Wars, the 7th Wars. Well, put him down. Bigger Brother lives to fight another day. Shame about Colossus, really. Could have been a worthy robot had it survived.
Oh.
A little bit longer, but not with driving skills like that. Straight down the pit.
Yeah, I don't think I'd give Brexit bot for a pride flag.
Follow suit. Yeah, just the sight. The sight of Zakilolot had them driving into the pit.
I'd say that looked a bit suspicious, Harry.
Colossus and URO were counted out. That means Bigger Brother and Typhoon, they go marching on! Join me after the break for more robotic rumbles on Robot Wars.
Oh, good. There's more robotic rumbles. 7 Wars Brexit. Yeah, I think he does Roars, yeah. I reckon Jonathan wears Union Jack pants, like Austin Powers.
And one Robot Wars law. The meanest survives.
That's a shame I for the request.
Heat over the 7th Wars, the penultimate heat before the
My mum's got a Union Jack teapot, which is unrelated, but it's bad.
Welcome back to Robot
Wars. That's the MOD.
2 robots are already through to the next round. But who's going to join them? Bring on the next 4 victims.
Dear, that's a shame.
From Red Hill in Surrey, Disconstructor.
New boys could prove disconcerting for some.
Oh, that's a bad pun, isn't it? That's a pun. I'm taking off the pun box.
It's called Disconstructor. It has a 20-kilo spinning disc that travels at about 2,500 RPM.
Spinning discs do a lot of damage out there. A lot of people are frightened of them. But what are spinning discs frightened of, Mike?
Oh,
great question from Jane.
We've got, I think.
The 20-kilo stainless steel disc is powered by Lynch motors, titanium shell, runs
I think that's a bit
inverted,
Brexit, isn't it?
There's a lack of experience.
Although
and
they
high ground
are ununited, so
From Hastings in East Sussex.
maybe it's fine. I don't know.
New to Robot Wars,
I don't know
but
the
it's
answer.
mean and fairly impressive.
Okay, what do we have here?
A reverse wedge with a vertical spinning disc on the front, powered by 2 wheelchair motors.
If Mighty Mighty Shushbug's was here, would you say a reverse wedge is a weapon?
Xenomorph from Alien.
Brilliant. Now, in non-technical speak, that means that this wedge goes backwards. It can work both ways.
It'll work both ways up, yes.
It works both. You need no self-righter in this one.
A two-wheeled cross, if you like, with
Yes.
the dragging wedge-shaped tail and the front arm.
Oh,
with
it's
a
got the little
spinning disc
spikes on the back.
moving arm, can run upside down, can attack forwards and backwards. It is quite light, I think.
From Delft in the Netherlands, Hammerhead 2.
Was fought in Dutch Robot Wars twice, a heat semi-finalist there.
What does it exactly do?
It has a couple of side hammers to ram and a powerful full pressure flipper on the back.
Yeah, that's a face.
Has it been in many wars?
It's been in the second Dutch Robot Wars.
And it fights well?
Yeah, I made some improvements since then and it fights pretty good.
Oh, Jane's a little bit of on holiday embedded on.
It looks like a metal box on wheels. It's very powerful, full pressure
language
flipper
there,
for the
didn't
tail
you?
and side hammers. Lack of arena knowledge though could cost
Does
them
it
here.
fight well?
From Moorfield in Cambridgeshire, Iron Ore 2.1.
Now an experienced team, this fighting in their fourth wars, never won
Doing
a
it right on the
heat,
bingo. There's also a face.
So your machine is iron ore, I believe?
That's correct.
And what does iron ore do?
Oh, Comic
It has a full power
Sans.
flipper and a full power axe. They both operate in approximately 1/10 of a second, so you can't actually see it with the naked eye.
Are you stronger with the flipper or stronger with the axe?
It's not really mocking her, I'm calling her out for being racist.
Equally as good as each other.
Yeah.
A wedge with an axe and flipper, improved mobility and lower ground clearance this time, can penetrate 4mm steel, but it has a history of flying out of the arena, which isn't a help.
Approximately, yeah.
Roboteers.
Now they're
stand
relatively
by.
local to
To
me.
the teams then, Niels de Carpentier and Richard van der Berg of Hammerhead 2 on the left-hand side, Iron Ore.
I think
and
it's
the
got
Blues
eyes
with
as
the
well,
Bilbo
Red
on the
Goat. It's got
right.
eyes.
Xenomorph there, captained by Jeff Flitton on the left, and Disconstructor
Yeah, I did
Mike
do a
James
mine
and
like
Laurie
this to
Phillips.
indicate
In the
eyes.
arena, Sir Killalot. Alongside our house robot there, Sergeant Bash.
3.
You could say approximately about anything, yeah.
Well, Iron Ore has bags of experience, crosses the arena floor, looking for damage.
Hang on, what punctuation
and
was
shaking the ref off.
racist?
Interesting shape Disconstructor,
No,
isn't
she
it?
just-
With that circular sword
She
blade
asked a
hanging
question by
out
talking
in
slower
front.
and louder.
Xenomorph as well looks quite potent. Flipped up though was Hammerhead. Bounces down Disconstructor with a little nudge on the back of Xenomorph, which has got itself
Oh,
tied
did he?
in
Oh.
underneath Hammerhead too. And needs to self-right from there.
Oh no,
The
not going well for the
team
Dutch.
from Delft about to be shattered, it would seem, unless they can. Self-right. Trying.
Oh no!
Goes Disconstructor.
Oh, Disconstructor!
Danger whatsoever. Oh, what on earth happened, Mike Phillipson? Suddenly the pit yawned open underneath them and they were down. Iron Ore hooks
Oh, that's
onto
a shame.
Hammerhead. And the team from Delft feeling quite blue, I would imagine. But turning away now and chasing Sergeant Bash back into the CPZ, the corner patrol zone. There you can see Niels.
That almost feels like a fluke win for someone, doesn't it?
And who created Hammerhead 2, pursuing Xenomorph.
It was a
For
numpty,
me, it
wasn't
will
he?
be Iron Ore, certainly at this stage, because they've been the more aggressive and the more experienced, the more stylish, if it goes to a judge's decision. And one from the other two. There, the potential destructiveness of Iron Ore. Do you see the axe there? Pinned into Xenomorph's exo-frame. Bouncing away.
Exo-frame?
To a 95 kilos robot there. Just to give you some sense of the weight of these
Is
machines.
there an Iron Ore Pobot? Feels like there should
Iron
be.
Ore 2 scuttles across the arena floor, bounces off that sidewall, dodges Sergeant Bash. It's a Killalot, mean and squat looking.
And if there is, you can always have we can always have Iron Ore 2.1.
Tense and tight here now. Iron Ore, the little front flipper, rises. The axe comes down, pins onto Xenomorph. You can see Xenomorph has taken some damage around the hubs, some denting, some bashing. Oh, Iron Ore tries to flip Sir Killalot, and very nearly did so. And Sergeant Bash comes out and has a little reminder: do not take on my troops, son. extra square bashing for you, Iron Ore.
What's that voice?
Waits to get a little explode. What on earth is that? What on earth is that?
What on earth
Where
is
does that
that?
come from? Iron Ore is okay. Xenomorph is pushed. Hammerhead 2. Cease. It's not Kilowatts teeth, is it? Certainly took a bashing. Who goes through? It's up to the judges.
Oh, Kilowatts' eyes have come out.
Not much happened there. Even the house robots got impatient. Disc constructor, certainly not a driving instructor, drove itself into the pits. The other three go to the judges. They'll be looking at the usual criteria. While they're making up their minds, let's review the highlights, if there were any.
I think that's a bit harsh on Iron Ore. I think it did some good.
It would seem. Good attack by Iron Ore. That's when Disc Constructor took the easy way out.
No, Craig didn't like it, did he? Maybe it was more boring unedited.
Xenomorph flipped. Iron Ore for me has to go through. I don't know between the other two.
No, I don't know. To be honest.
And the judges have made their decision. No controversy, really. They've gone for Iron Ore and Hammerhead.
Iron Ore and Hammerhead. Which one was Hammerhead?
It must have been close between the other
the
two.
Dutch one.
But Disc Constructor and Xenomorph out. Iron Ore and Hammerhead 2 through. This is how they line up in round 2 of Heat O. Bigger Brother will fight Iron Ore. Typhoon 2 fights Hammerhead 2.
At the end of the series, we're going to have the World Championships, but
Oh,
some
good.
countries haven't yet decided who's going to represent them. So for tonight's special event, fighting for the right to represent Holland, hey, let's go Dutch!
Let's go Dutch!
From Leeuwarden in Holland, Gravity.
Hello, Smithing. Yeah, that is what
Through to
Jonathan
the
said.
UK semi-finals, having one Heat D, beating the 13th seeds, 13 black.
Gravity was good, wasn't it?
Built like a snow speeder with a full pressure flipper, very strong, can drive through a car.
Built like
If it
a
has
snow
a weakness,
speeder.
vulnerable armor likes to take on the house robots too, strangely.
From Capelle aan den IJssel in the Netherlands, Scraptosaur.
Oh, look at this lad.
By St Agro, who went on to win Heat H in the UK series. It's a fast, controllable, self-righting machine, strong,
Oh, that's
has a
fun.
limited CO2 supply, though, for its flipper weaponry.
From Haarlem in the Netherlands, tough as nails.
Brilliantly won Heat M, beating the number 8 seeds, Panic Attack, 1 to look out for.
Oh, yeah?
Has a unique design, fast, controllable, one of the biggest horizontal crushers in the game.
Yeah,
has a limited
exactly.
CO2 supply, sometimes electrical problems too.
So if we wanted Pobots here, we could have Grav PT, Tough as Pete, Scrapped Pete, or
Scraptosaur on the left-hand side and Tough as Nails on the right. In the arena for the house robots, Shunt. Matilda too, our old favourite. Doesn't she look gorgeous?
Jonathan, keep it under control.
Too long. Tough as Nails into the arena. Taking on Scraptosaur. Now there is a form line here. Scraptosaur actually beat Gravity in the Dutch Robot Wars, but goes out of the World
Yeah, he does, Spiffing. He does. He wants to fuck Matilda. And it comes up more often than you think.
And Tough as Nails to fight on. Both, let me remind you,
Not looking good for the Scrap Pete or our Phobot, is it?
in the UK 7th Wars. Through to the series
Roughbot, you're in the way.
This for a place in the World Championship.
Oh dear. Don't want to know what that means. What is...
Tough as Nails, I think, are dark horses for the UK title.
Do you think so, Jonathan?
Trying to nip Gravity in the back and then flying up and over. That
It's
was
got a
splendid.
very powerful flipper, hasn't it,
And
Gravity?
theatrical. Tough as Nails up and over. 98 kilos in weight, can get up to 13
Just
miles
take
an
everyone
hour.
down.
The quicker, but the lighter of the two, and now pushing
Oh.
Gravity towards the pit.
Oh, got it.
And Tough as Nails, despite
Kill the
Gravity's
CO2.
efforts to get out of the pit, are through to the World Championships. That's a good machine.
C4.
That's a beaten machine.
Gravity and scrap to saw turned into scrap metal. Tough as nails represent Holland in the World Championship.
Little time, yeah, little countdown.
What do you think, Beckbunk?
Well, I opened the pit to have them in it, but they were a bit faster than I was.
Aye.
That was very wrong.
I bet you wish you hadn't opened the pit.
Yeah.
That was very wrong.
Gravity.
Hello.
What went wrong for you guys?
I don't know, we were just driving around Battlebot, minding our own business, and this freak comes in and puts us in a pit.
He is a freak though, isn't he? He's a bit nerdy, isn't he? Because
He's a
you've got a
freak.
good robot. Everyone in the pitch has been looking at a robot thinking, oh, don't like the look of that.
Yeah, it's
quite
freak.
hard.
Oh, we were just in for the fun, but they didn't find it funny.
They didn't find it funny. Wait, so you're not representing Holland, which is probably good for the British because they were kind of quite scared of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind, guys. Have you enjoyed the fighting?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Pete
How do you think you're going to do
Gravity
in the
starring
World
Sandra Bullock.
Championship then? I mean, you're representing the dreams and desires of your country.
I know. I'll do my best, that's all I can do, so.
All right, I'm sure you will. Any robots that scare you?
There are a few. Like Supernova.
Supernova, that scares you?
Yeah.
Now, you've got, like, quite strong jaws.
I do, yeah.
Is that what you're going to be trying? Is that the sort of tactic? Get them in the jaws, get them in the pit?
Yes, that's what I'm going to try. They have really vulnerable wheels, so I think
was,
I'll
wasn't
go
it,
for the wheels,
Smith?
try to crunch them.
Yeah. All right, guy. Good luck.
Okay.
Let's hear it for them tough as nails.
Well, hello, Ian. Welcome in.
Well, join me after the break when we get on with the serious business of the 7th Wars. Keep it here. Keep it Robot Wars.
Keep it here. Keep it Robot Wars.
Coming up after the break, our second round.
That's what I could
clashes
say
two
in the
Robot
break.
Wars veterans,
But of
Bigger
course,
Brother and Iron
I won't be
Ore.
keeping it Robot Wars. I'll be switching to a different
And
program.
then finally spinning up to speed, Typhoon 2, we hope, against Hammerhead 2 from Holland.
Okay. Oh, it was shit, Big Papa. People didn't like
If
it.
you've just joined us, you've missed Disc Constructor driving into Oblivion, Iron Ore driving into the second round with Hammerhead, and through to the World Championships from our eliminator, Tough as Nails.
They renamed Sir Killalot to Sir K because
Welcome back to Robot
because there
Wars.
were kids around.
And one of the most viciously contested heats of the series so far. There's 4 robots
And there was no
left
Mick Foley.
that are about to go one-on-one.
Craig, let's remind everyone of our second round lineup. Typhoon 2 against Hammerhead 2 in a moment, but first Iron Ore 2.1 take on the 4th seeds. Bigger Brother, James in the pits.
Now, you are fighting Iron Ore
Yes,
in the next round.
know them well.
You know them well. They have a big axe on that machine. Is there any part of Bigger Brother that is exposed?
Well, all the top surface. But no, they've got difficulty getting through. It's hard armour.
Hard armour, any wheels that are exposed? They're not going to go
No.
through any wheels?
No.
What are your tactics going to be in this one? Should I ask Joe?
Our chief tactician must be consulted.
Joe, tactics for round 2. This is very important. You have to get through this. It means a place in the heat final.
Well, Iron Ore, I'm not sure if they've got a self-righted, but I think that axe it can self-right it. So I think it's the old Pac-Man Stack-em-up routine or the flipping out of the arena.
What does the Pac-Man Stack-em routine mean then?
We flip them up and push them, so when they self-right, they get stuck on the wall.
Iron Ore?
Yes.
You are facing Bigger Brother. They are the number 4th seed.
Yeah,
in
the old
7th
Pac-Man
Wars.
Stack.
How are you feeling?
Yeah,
We always
peas.
get a difficult second round. This is no exception. However, we have fought Bigger Brother before. We know they're a good
Pisa,
robot.
if it's
we
the
have
routine.
on occasion beaten them, so we know they can be beaten. And we have the weaponry to do it.
What is going to be your tactics? How are you going to get to that machine? Because it's pretty powerful, it's pretty tough.
We do have a Bigger Brother poem, don't we?
our
Because
axe will
we've
go
got
4mm
Peter's
steel.
brother.
He's
It's
only
my
got,
brother on the
1.5
thing.
millimeter steel and
Nice.
a little bit of polycarbonate, which we can also go through. So if we can hit him in the right place, he'll be dead.
Iron Ore 2.1.
Warring words spoken by Gilbert Grimm, Robert Grimm and Ian Bilbo.
Ian Bilbo.
Bigger Brother.
Such a worthy machine. And Joe Watts, who's now 10,
that right, Matt?
has been one of the stars and characters over the years of Robot Wars with Dad Ian and sister Ellie, who's 8 now.
We haven't heard Ellie talk yet, have we?
Roboteers, stand by.
It really helped the
For the
bingo.
House Robots for this second round clash. Matilda does duty. And alongside our matriarch of mayhem, her old pal and beau, Shunt.
3, 2, 1.
Well, to be fair, Big Papa, the Bobot's just called Peter's brother. It doesn't say he's bigger.
Rather, Iron Ore's axe will cause no damage like that. Bigger Brother's flipper will. Iron Ore over self-righting. Oh, a great start.
I am the eldest brother. You could have Pete's brother's little brother, like the Big Brother, you know, side show, whatever that was called. Oh! Wow.
Oh no! Ellie's almost in tears. He was fast, furious, frantic.
Yes.
Bigger Brother got the first flip in. Iron Ore didn't like
He's
it.
gone.
Self-righted, bashed, bullied.
He didn't pack him or whatever.
In the air, it was tremendous stuff, wasn't it? Pound for pound, second by second, one of the most frantic, thrilling fights I think we've seen in a long while on Robot Wars, and that was the moment when the 4th seeds went out.
They should make the wall higher, shouldn't they? He's potted across the front. Melanie Bush. I don't think I know Melanie Bush.
Shock. The 4th seed.
Oh, is it Bonnie Lanford? Oh, yeah, okay.
The arena. Iron Ore goes storming on. What happened there, mate?
They got a lucky shot. Shunt shouldn't have been there. He's supposed to be in the CPZ, not outside and tinkering with the odds.
Hey, so you reckon Shunt was responsible?
Yeah.
Because you all.
That's a sore loser. And I think her grumpy child.
Well, you weren't close enough to the arena wall, were you?
No.
And
I don't like it how he can say whole sentences.
The arena, and all of a sudden,
where was Shunt anyway?
Disappointed?
Where was Shunt?
Yeah.
You haven't gone very far with the 4th seed. A lot of smart money was on you guys going all the way this year.
Yeah.
Never mind. Ellie, you okay?
Yeah.
At least you're not crying this year. That's because you're getting older, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dad, what happened?
You win some, you lose some.
Disappointed?
Yes, of course, but we'll be back next time.
It was a sneaky woman, yeah.
And I'll see you lot in the Oval.
All right, guys. Let's hear it for Bigger Brother.
It was a shame she was upset. There's a lot of funny things have been said in this interview. I liked it when he said tinkering with the odds. It was an oddly specific threat, wasn't it?
Out though, you had him on your back, but you weren't close enough to the arena wall, were you?
No.
And they get knocked out every year. They're always flipped out the arena, and all of a sudden, they flip you. Disappointed?
Yeah.
You haven't gone very far with the 4th seed. A lot of smart money was on you guys going all the way this year. Never mind. Ellie, you okay?
Yeah.
At least you're not crying this year. That's because you're getting older, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dad, what happened?
You win some, you lose some.
Disappointed?
Yes, of course, but we'll be back next time, bigger and better. And I'll see you lot in the Oval.
All right, guys. Let's hear it for Bigger Brother. The Oval. The West Country. You've always done it quite awfully, really.
Yeah.
That's the best one you've ever had, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, what happened was...
Yeah, see you like the Oval.
Me and my mate Denzel
Pembrothy couldn't get here, so Rob had to drive, and he had to just put him out of the arena.
It was a good shot.
It was a brilliant shot. It was one of those things... we knew that it would be us or them, and it had to be something quick because you can't mess about with these people. We have fought each other before, They've beaten us. We have beaten them on an occasion. Now we've beaten them twice. And this was the important one.
Well done, guys. You're through to the heat final.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
go
I
away.
thought. I don't really understand what's happening, Dan.
We'll take whoever comes. We don't mind. We'll take them both if you like.
Axe or flipper? What's the tactic going to be against them?
Again, it depends which one. If we've got Typhoon, then we'll just flip it over because it's got no self-righting mechanism. And if we've got Hammerhead, it'll be probably the axe or flip them out again, whichever.
You see, Joe. You see, he gets one win, and he turns all cocky, doesn't he? You didn't get cocky when you were winning, did you?
No.
Tell him humility. Say humility to him.
Humility!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Iron Ore!
Humility.
So, Iron Ore, major surprise through to the Heat O final. Next up, Typhoon 2 and Hammerhead 2.
That is the jacket I've got, yeah.
Hammerhead 2 are through to the second round. This is for a place in the heat final.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
that's a yo-yo.
But I'm sensing there was something wrong with the flipper in round 1.
Yeah, the flipper wasn't working properly. One of the valves was broken. And so we couldn't really use the flipper. So we were lucky to go through. But everything
Is
has
this
been, fixed
amusingly
now.
What are your
90s?
tactics going to be in round 2?
Well, Typhoon
This guy's got amusingly 90s hair, doesn't he?
is a round robot, so we just flip it on its side. That's the end of it.
That's going to be it? You're going to win this one?
Absolutely.
He's an orgolic Guinness.
You are up
yeah.
against Hammerhead 2. They are a flipper. How do you deal with flippers with this machine?
We're only vulnerable to flippers if we're not spinning, and so we're going to start spinning as soon as we can.
This is Jay Middleness, Ian, I got.
Hammerhead 2.
First in the arena then, the machine of 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 and Richard van der Berg from Delft in Holland. The flipper now working.
Typhoon 2.
From Edinburgh Air Cadets and the command of Flying Officer Peter Bennett, Corporal Gary Cairns and Sergeant Graham Horn.
Oh, those are overly formal team roles, aren't they?
In the arena for the house robots.
Flying Officer is an overly formal team role. And also, Joe from Bigger Brother was like head of tactics or something.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Fancy blaming Shunt for a defeat in Robot Wars. After all, that's what they're there for. Typhoon 2 now spinning away. Straight away, you can see the spin up.
Yeah, I assume it's their role in the team as well.
Comes looking for robot blood.
And also, yeah, I think it's a team role in the military, isn't it?
Sides of Typhoon 2. You can't
Oh,
really see them.
shit.
Just a blur, the 4 rotating claw-shaped hammer cutters. Massive.
It does hit hard, doesn't it, Typhoon, when it works?
Slamming into the side of Hammerhead 2. The Dutch team does have that powerful tail.
Oh, it does have a powerful tail.
You can see it at the controls. Niels looks on. Loves his skydiving as a hobby. Will Hammerhead 2 take the great fall here? A big fish in a small pond in Dutch Robot Wars. Here in the UK Championships, though, there is an ocean apart. In class.
Oh dear.
At the seams! Hammerhead 2! Oh!
Oh dear.
For an attack by Typhoon 2. We've talked about the danger created by spinners. This machine is a spinner in itself. And that was the moment where the metal splinters started to fly, then the side panels, and the electrics went. Look at that. Stunned into a submissive salute to Typhoon 2.
Yeah, another win
Niels
for
de
Peter.
Carpentier's machine is in smithereens. Seconds to go. That's not a bad challenge, I'll tell you what. The Dutch machines are getting stronger and stronger in Robot Wars.
I mean, that one didn't make too good. There are some good Dutch robots.
Now in comes Shunt with the diamond
Oh,
edge.
Shunt's tinkering with the odds.
Bulldozer blades. And what will be the punishment for a beaten machine? The pit? Well, That really is the safest option for a beaten machine. The floor flipper, of course. We have the drop zone, don't forget. This is the floor flipper, though. How far will a hammerhead shark fly? That far. More bits and pieces came. Oh, no. Not Matilda's tail. Let's see how it flies first. At what, 6-7 meters?
Yeah.
And then in comes Matilda with the spinning flywheel tail. Oh, and now the drop zone as well.
Zone.
How cruel! How merciless! How delicious!
Yeah, shall I untick a robot with a face on the bingo card?
Time to derail.
What's this?
They ever had of rebuilding this with some
oh.
track. Arriving on very late.
Of course, whose head do you think it would be?
Yeah, whose head do you think it would be?
And a little nudge from Matilda. All that is now necessary to send it back to the land of dikes and windmills. Hammerhead 2 from Delft.
Utter carnage in the war zone. Total devastation. Typhoon, they go storming through.
Yeah, that's good swipping.
Well, hammerhead. If it wasn't an endangered species, it is now.
Yeah.
You brought it in a trailer. You can take it home in the glove box, can't you?
Yeah, mostly. It's
absolutely battered. What happened?
Well, I tried to stop their spinner, but
they've got amusing
a couple
notes.
of big hits, and then it stopped on one side, and then they hit me on the side and linked.
He is, isn't he? Yeah.
It was,
sitting dead then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you've taken a serious amount of damage. Is there anything salvageable out of that robot now?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think most of the insides are still okay.
Are you going to come back and join us again?
Sure.
Build a harder robot.
Yeah, I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Hammerhead. Cool. How are you, squadron leader?
The first time we've really shown our mettle.
I was going to say, I mean, you performed often in the wars, but never to that devastating effect before.
Yeah, that's the first time that Typhoon 2's performed as well as it did there.
Yeah, I mean, have you made any changes to it? Why has it all of a sudden become like such a menacing robot?
Because we've learned from our previous mistakes and upgraded the robot.
Because you had a middleweight version of that, didn't you? Is that the middleweight version?
Nope, that's the heavyweight version.
He was quite mean, wasn't he?
It's a devastating robot.
They are they're on the edge of Team Cares too much, aren't they?
Chances are now you've got Iron Ore in the heat final, who flipped out Bigger Brother. Might have been a bit lucky, but it's a good robot. But do you think you can disintegrate that one?
We'll just need to see what happens.
See, the thing is, if you're not up to speed, you're really susceptible to a flipper, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. That's where my driving skills come in.
All right, then.
Yeah.
You're a modest young man.
They're literally using the national defence budget to try and win Robot Wars. Is that Team Cares too much? That's a good point over the chance, yeah.
Goes up against Iron Ore in what promises to be a devastating heat final.
Fly a plane can drive a code.
After the break, a new Robot Wars expression, gyroscopic speed. Will Typhoon 2 get to the max?
Yeah, Bon and Carlisle were made on Robot Wars. What do you mean? Is that Jane? Harry will get very livid if you say that. I'm going to say
the biggest damage of the night caused to
that would
Hammerhead 2.
that will annoy Harry more than anything. If you imply that Jane was born in Carlisle, Harry will kick off.
Welcome back to Robot Wars, and if you're wondering why this lot are going berserk, it's because we're about to fight an incredible final. This could bring tears to your eyes.
Coming up, the heat final, Iron Ore 2.1 against Typhoon 2. Jane is in the pitch with
will
Gilbert
the extra
Grimm of the Iron Ore
0.1 make a
team.
difference?
You are in the final. semi-finals. Is this the furthest you've ever come in the wars?
It is, yes. We've always had tough second rounds in the wars.
I love their monogram
Normally us
T-shirts
flying
in
out of the
Comic
arena.
Sans.
This time we were able to turn the tables. We've now got another very hard battle coming up. Very destructive robots, so we've just got to be aware and do whatever we can.
Good luck.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to now speak to Typhoon, the military lads. What are your tactics in this battle? Did you see their last fight?
Now, are they lads
yeah.
just because Jane said lads?
Very impressive.
You reckon you're going to do it?
Well, we'll see what happens.
What are your plans? Whisper.
Sorry, I can't tell you.
You can't. Military secrets again. Oh, how are we feeling, sir?
Very confident.
Confident?
Yes.
They have the
It's
flipper.
quite
They
lads
flipped
to
out
go
one
to
of the biggest
war,
seeds
isn't it?
in
Yeah.
the Seventh Wars.
Yeah, are secret tactics caring too much?
Will keep us from being flipped. If we're not spinning, we're in trouble.
This is the most animated we've seen Flying Officer Beta Banner.
Whitewash. Stranger things have happened in the war zone. Get ready. This is the heat final.
Iron Ore 2.1.
Can they go one step further then for Gilbert and Robert Grimm and Ian Bilbo there with them?
Typhoon 2.
The secret military weaponry. Piloting Corporal Gary
Oh,
Cairns there
Bilbo.
on the left-hand side of the
Oh.
weaponry, Sergeant Graham Horn and Flying Officer Peter Bennett gives his tactics. There's Shunt in the arena for the House Robots.
Robot wants a
left
one
over in the middle.
cut.
And Sir Killalot waiting to get into the action. Eyes repaired, thank you.
3, 2,
I keep it proper.
activate.
Iron Ore is turning away, and that has allowed Typhoon 2 to get up to its full spinning. Goodness me, look at that! Earlier on, it wasn't spinning as fiercely as this. Typhoon 2 is really getting up ahead of steam here. Iron Ore bashed away, crashed away, still moving.
But if they flip it, it counts out right? So this is a good fight.
Two 800-watt motors on board
Oh.
Iron Ore. Typhoon 2 slams and spins away. It's moving in a blur. Up to 18 miles an hour across the arena floor.
Oh.
Iron Ore. Dizzy. What can they do here? Robert Grimm driving. Helped to design the machine. The flipper's not going to work. The flipper buckled. Look at that. That flipper's not going to work again. Iron Ore really up against it.
They're in trouble now, aren't they?
Chase. The pit releases.
Oh dear.
Just smashed. I'm frightened. And I'm up in the commentary booth. The pit release.
So they're all
somehow
frightened.
activated. Iron Ore, look at that.
Oh no, the flippers.
Buckled wide open.
That's fucked, isn't it?
Typhoon 2 thankfully slowing. So it quickly takes it to get up to a full head of steam again, shall we? I'm impressed, very impressed. He's worried, very worried. And you would be, wouldn't you? Yeah, already spinning. You can't see the words. Typhoon 2, they're lost in the Iron Ore, get down that
Yeah,
pit.
he spun into the pit.
Save yourself. Typhoon 2 comes in again. And in this
Hello, Harry.
Robot Wars dogfight, Iron Ore, you have bandits at, where are they? 4 or 5 o'clock high. There's Sergeant Graham Horn, 17
Did you
years
miss
of
any
age,
Cool
looking on.
Jane stuff?
As Iron Ore has slowed to a halt, and Typhoon 2 are not coming in for the kill
Only
here.
very
This is
slightly.
interesting. They know they've done their job. They're conserving energy. They're
No,
being
no, no,
sporty
no, no.
about
I
it
don't
all,
think Jane's
and
from.
leaving
I
the
know
ref
where
off to
Jane's
do the
from.
maths. That was massively impressive. Watch out for Typhoon 2 in the series semi-finals, because they are through. Awesome.
What turns a
it
bit
was.
fight? Yeah, I think it is a
Not
bit
from
late.
Iron Ore. Sir Killalot tinkers. We have a tailor-made pit. Iron Ore, a Robot Wars soldier. It is not a sailor that goes through. The Edinburgh Air Cadets are in the series semi-final.
Oh, it's dropped a cooker on it.
Iron Ore withstood.
That was good.
Typhoon 2 prefers a microwave, obviously. Down came the cooker.
Well, it's taken over the mantle of 𝔸𝕦𝕟𝕠𝕕𝕒. Typhoon spinning to the series
No,
semi-final.
it's lots of different stuff, Adamatthew, and it never does anything. It always just bounces off.
Iron ore. Talk me through it.
The problem we had is there was just no traction out there. We just could not get across to them quick enough.
So you're trying to get in there before they span up?
We had to get them before they span up.
Yeah, it was the traction. Traction was to blame, wasn't it?
As they did, break us.
They obliterated you.
Yeah, there was some real issues with the traction out
did a
there.
little bit of damage.
They're scraping your robot off the ground now.
Yeah,
It's coming out in plastic bags.
No problem.
Look after yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, what a robot, what a sport, iron ore!
What a robot, what a sports.
Too near to you. You look like such a nice young man as well.
I'm only nice when I've not got a control in my hand.
I tell you, that robot's got a nasty streak to it. I mean,
I was surprised by that.
How come the force you hit other robots with doesn't immobilize you?
It's to do with specially designed some features inside the robot to take care of that.
You see, specially designed features inside the robot.
They've probably got a bit more funds available to do all this sort of testing than I have.
Oh, he's so bitter, isn't he?
Sorry, I can't.
You'll see them in the oval.
It's top secret.
Yeah, military secrets, mate.
Guys, they are quaking in their boots. We're looking forward to seeing you in the series semi-finals. And you know something? It'd be
Well,
really
the
good
things he's
squad
saying are
leader
right. I'm not sure his
if you went
attitude
all
is
the way.
right.
So
He's just lost to some
absolutely.
children.
Ladies and gentlemen, Typhoon
Yeah.
Well, Typhoon strike and iron ores just being blown out of Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
Craig lost faith in that one halfway through, didn't he? Craig lost faith in that midway through, and then he just pulled it back. Oh yeah, no, I understand, Harry, but he's still.
Well, Typhoon strike and iron ores just. Well, Typhoon strike and iron ores just being blown out of Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
It's not a good poem, is it? Yeah, iron ores.
Next time, second seeds Firestorm head our
It's
last
really-
qualifying heat for a place in the series semi-finals.
No,
8
you're
machines,
right.
Only one will make it back.
I think you get some points for rhyming iron ores with robot wars, which I quite like. But the rest of it was bad. The rest of it was bad, I think. Okay. Oh, I've forgotten this was festive in here. Forgotten it. Oh yeah. Thanks for shouting out 5. Do you reckon that's the band? Do you reckon that's the band 5? Do you reckon they stream now? Okay. I think that was good. Schools should just show a compilation of Craig's poems as opposed to not doing. So, do you think his Robot Wars poems are the that's the main side of his drug use? Yeah, if he could, Harry. He wouldn't mind. Okay, let's take a quick break. Let's come back. Let's start a new series of Robotica. That's exciting, isn't it? That's exciting. Oh yeah, we do need to address the bingo card, because I think that Team Cares Too Much is quite a pivotal one here, and I really feel like it could have gone either way. I really feel like it could have gone either way. Also, yeah, both Jane and Jonathan did say something racist. That should be in there. Oh wow. Well, it was very slight, Harry, but she was talking to a Dutch team. Let me see if I can find it. She was talking to a Dutch team, and she did talk a little bit like she was ordering a beer in a Benidorm bar. Let me try and find this. Oh, I found it exactly. I found it straight away.
Can run upside down, can attack forwards and backwards. It is quite light, I think.
From Delft in the Netherlands, Hammerhead 2.
Was fought in Dutch Robot Wars twice, a heat semi-finalist there.
What does it exactly do?
It has a couple of side hammers to ram and a powerful full pressure flipper on the back.
So has it been in many wars?
It's been in the second Dutch Robot Wars.
And it fights well?
Yeah, I made some improvements since then, and it fights pretty good.
Fights well.
They say it looks like a...
To be fair to Jane, we've not seen the rest of the interview, and I could imagine that probably what's happened is she'd struggled at the start, right? Like maybe it's a bit noisy there or something. I can't remember Big Papa, but he probably did something, didn't he? Yeah, fights well, does it? It does, yeah. Your grandma's just given it to you for Christmas. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did a weird. That's right. He did a weird Dutch pronunciation. That was it. That was it. Actually, it might just be right here.
Hammerhead Shark, I say it looks like a metal box on wheels. It's very powerful, full pressure flipper for the tail and side hammers. Lack of arena knowledge though could cost them here.
Oh no, it wasn't.
The tail and head Shark.
Fights pretty good.
They say it looks like a Hammerhead Shark.
No,
I say
it must have been later on. But anyway, let's have a break. Let's get over that. Oh, do we think any of the teams cared too much? Because I think there was a couple of times where it could have gone either way. I don't think there was an obvious team cares too much. It is a football commentator's thing to do, isn't it? But it would give us a line, which is quite important for the prediction. The Air Force team certainly cared a lot. Yeah, they did care quite a lot, didn't they? They did, and then they kept saying they couldn't tell Jane what they were going to do in the fight because it was a military secret, and that felt to me like a team that cared too much. You know what? I've talked myself into it. There we go. We had a line. Congratulations to linebackers. Although not defensive NFL players. I mean, people that back to line. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. We'll watch Robotica. I'll pay out the prediction. We'll do a new prediction whether there'll be a line in Robotica. Actually, I'll do that now. Okay, I'll see you in a minute, everyone. We did get a line. Congratulations. Right, I'll see you in a minute. Oh, I forgot to fade out slowly now, don't I? Right, there'll be Robotica in a minute.
CO2, KO, TTFN, Tata for now!
Vader's psycho. He's huge.
He is big, to be fair. Right, I'm back. I'm back. Hello, everyone. Still snowing in here. Yeah, there's a new prediction going, and we're going to get a line on Robotica. Got a few minutes to get some channel points in there. You want to make an alteration to the BRB BRP pick? They need to be watching BB3B on CBBC. What's BB3B? Thank you, Jim. No, sometimes I just put my headphones on at the right time, Big Papa. Can I also Pete picks? If I can, there's a few things I want to change. Okay, I'm going to learn what BB3B is. Actually, let's all learn what BB3B is. Have we all seen B Standards? I don't think I have seen B Standards, Rosetta. It was an animated series produced by Telltale Productions. BB3B actually stands for Billy Bob's Third Baby. Okay, I'll look into what BB3B is. It had a theme tune by Biz. If someone wants a Pete pick, and the Pete pick is PP3B, PP3B, I'd have to make that. I'd be obliged.
It's great to be here. A little bit of context before we do this. We did a thing a few years ago, another charity gig, where they put a bunch of comedians together. They had 24 hours to write an entirely new show material, so the quality was variable. Yeah. This is possibly the worst example of what came out of that, but it's a pun sketch. Beck Hill loves puns. Yeah. She's organised all this. Thank you, Beck. She's asked. Yeah, quite right. So she's asked us to come on to a sketch. Fair warning, we both hate puns. And this sketch. But all the interesting fact, because this sketch is dreadful, but also every single other person involved in the creation of the sketch you're about to see has since stopped doing comedy. Yeah. And that is not a coincidence. So we've been left holding the shit. Without further ado, we give you B-Standards. Honey, I'm home.
No. My main note is they should end it there. It won't top that.
I've been expecting you.
Yeah, see.
Sorry I'm so late. I had to fly home because the buzz broke down.
Yeah, these are all worse. They should have just stopped.
How was your day at the plant?
Unbelievable. I've been working so hard.
I'm not sure, Baldy. Rosanna sent me the link and I blindly clicked on it.
What's for dinner?
Beef.
I think it'll be a nice lead-in to Robotica.
Delicious. Why don't we take you to the other room so we can watch the BBC?
It's got, we're about halfway through, Harry, so there's still a good bit of it left.
Have the kids been beehiving themselves?
Have a guess. A, yes.
That's a solid joke, to be fair.
B, no.
B?
Yes, B. You look beat. How about I put on some relaxing music? Maybe Justin Bieber? Or the Bee Gees?
I prefer Sting.
Bees don't like to sting though, do they? Kills them.
That reminds me. Simon got his B-Tech results today.
How did he do?
Grades are numbers now, aren't they? So this joke won't work anymore.
He got all B's.
Be brilliant. Look, there's something I've got to tell you. I've been stinging someone else.
Not your secretary, B. Linda.
Yep. I had a few beers at the office party, and I necked her. I was so hornet, I ended up pollen her.
What?
Pollen her.
Wait, there's more. I've caught something. It's hepatitis.
What sort of hepatitis?
People are loving it, aren't they? People are loving it.
Hepatitis A?
No.
Hepatitis C?
No. B, 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 B.
There we go. Well done. Well done. Well done. Welcome back to the Robot Wars stream. Is that good? Okay. Now we're going to watch Robotica. With, it does sound like he's saying B, doesn't it? Yeah.
Guess what's going down? Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, thanks for that. I did enjoy that, actually. Thought it was fun. Okay. Great. Yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's good. Okay. Get your what's in. Will we see a line? Oh, Ahmet looks different. Get ready. Oh, we need to reset the bingo card.
Domo arigato, my little Robotica babies. of Robotica. I'm Ahmed Zappa, and with me is the ever-enchanting Tanya Memney.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. We're moments away from beginning.
Yeah, he does now. We can see him properly. Let's turn this off a bit.
To do that, we've designed some new challenges and brought back the best of the old.
Oh, new challenges.
We'll have to smash through the gauntlet, a racetrack with attitude. Tame the mighty labyrinth, an obstacle course that
He
each
does
robot
look about 5% less fascist, doesn't he?
survive the fight to the finish. A no-holds-barred street fight where anything goes.
As always, the bot with the best combination of speed, strength, and strategy will take home the top Robotica honors and a gold medal.
Enough talk. Let's get to it. It's time to meet our first competitors. Now, entering the arena. The ancient Egyptians proved the pyramid could stand the test of time. But can anyone stand the test?
No, I think the shirt just had stripes on, but they were unfortunately placed.
This 206-pound robot
Zero.
has motors that put out more than 6 horsepower. The pyramid-shaped armor can wedge competitors from any angle, but the baddest feature of all is the armor-chopping mill bit.
And Zero was built by Dewan Bingham.
Zero's fast and powerful. We fear no one.
Dewan has been overcoming obstacles his whole life.
I had dyslexia when I was younger, and so I had a kind of a learning disability, but I was able to pick up other things a lot quicker.
Though reading sometimes posed a challenge for him, electronics were second nature. Dewan learned in an early age he had a knack for building things. In fact, he built his first robot with lightning speed.
I decided to take
Wow, that
some
was
of
quick.
my remote control car parts that I had laying around and build a prototype, and took sheet metal from where I was working and cut it down and put it together, and I built it in 3 days in my living room.
Being quick and resourceful has paid off for Dewan. When he was selected for Robotica, he tracked down Chris Hanold, a former contestant who, like Dewan, also lives in North Carolina.
It's a pretty long drive.
The two builders hit it off immediately.
What Chris did is he helped put into realization what I had in mind. And he also pointed me in all the right directions, because I told him what I wanted the robot to do, and he told me where to get it.
Now, with some help from his friends and family, Dewan has built Zero, a rolling pyramid of power.
I wanted strength, power to where when somebody faces it, they go, what is its weakness? So that's what I did on my original design. You know, I wanted it to have no weakness.
For Zero, power comes in the form of 4 1.6 horsepower motors. With over 6 horsepower combined, Zero is an intimidating presence all by itself.
See your kick butt, wanna?
But there's something even more menacing under the hood: 2 industrial-strength milling cutters.
Everybody
So the change for this series is we're seeing this making of documentary bit very early on.
The milling cutter is made to cut metal and steel. If they get on top of me, the milling cutter will actually gouge into them. And
That would be
throw 'em.
good, wouldn't it?
But
Over
will
the
Zero make it
just.
through the dreaded labyrinth sand trap? Dewan isn't worried. He's got the shore of the entire Atlantic Ocean to practice on.
With Zero's power and the weapon and my abilities of driving, I don't think there's any way that we're going to lose.
And his opponent, he's 200+ pounds of metal crunching machinery, and he's just itching for a fight. Keep your guard up. It's Knucklebuster.
Knucklebuster?
Knucklebuster rides high on monster custom 15-inch tires built for ultimate ground clearance and traction. And in a pinch, it can use its punching knuckles to right itself.
And Knucklebuster is the brainchild of Ron Woodward.
High ground clearance, tremendous
It's a
traction.
good question.
Knucklebuster's gonna bust him.
Ron is an automotive optics engineer and father of 3 teenagers. He's a real family man. In fact, he's got a whole other family as well. A slightly less
Is that Lance?
family. Meet Robbie, Bongo,
Oh, no.
Bullbot, and Rover.
No, it's not, lads.
His latest addition, Knucklebuster, is a dream come true. And he's as proud as any new dad can be.
It's kind of like you get these cold shivers running up and down your back, you know, and says, look at that dude go. It's really cool.
Knucklebuster runs on 2 1.5 horsepower motors and is fitted with a jack shaft, which controls the speed to the custom wheels.
I wanted to make sure I had a wheel that had very low force on the sand, so I wouldn't sink into it and dig a hole and get stuck.
It did, didn't it? Yeah.
Ron fabricated his own wheels.
What I used was a foam rubber core that provides resilience and allowed me to get about a 2 PSI ground loading for each of the wheels. The traction element around there is a part of a conveyor belt, which has tremendous amount of grip with the road.
Once the wheels were finished, Ron returned to his computer to design a pair of arms.
That would allow the robot to flip itself up or to climb over a large obstacle.
The 21-inch arms are powered by windshield wiper motors and can rotate 360 degrees. Ron's relying on them to give him the upper hand in the fight to the finish.
Assuming I make it to the final matches. If I can get the other robot up on top of me, I'm going to use
I think definitely in the early series you used to hear quite a bit about ground clearance.
They look mean, don't they? Well, not as mean as this.
You may remember the name, but you won't recognize the face. We call it the Gauntlet, and we've genetically engineered this guy to be nastier and uglier.
Oh
than
wow,
his little brother
they've
from
genetically engineered the
Here's how it
Gauntlet.
works. Two bots start here, then drive around the course in opposite directions. Along the way, they must smash through 4 increasingly difficult walls made of wood, cans, bricks, and
Hello,
finally,
Angel, and
cement
hello,
blocks.
Dr. Plan.
10 points are awarded for each obstacle cleared. But it doesn't
We
stop
watched
there.
nice episode of Robot Wars. Now we're watching a
They gotta
new
get past
new
each
series of
other, then travel
Robotica.
down the opposite side of the track, heading back to the starting line. They score 5 points for each rubble pile passed. The first bot to
This
make
is
it up the
season
ramp to the
2 of
center arena
Robotica,
gets 10
Dr. Plan.
points. The second
And
gets
they've
5.
genetically
Break on the
engineered
glass,
the
and the final round
gauntlets
slides
to
down,
be more
bust through,
deadly.
And 15 points are yours.
And I've spoken over the rules, so I don't know what they have to
The
do.
help of robot expert Dan Danknick.
Dan is a software designer and a veteran of countless robotic competitions.
Sort of a robotic renaissance man, and he's
We
standing
saw
on the
Dan
floor
Danknick
right now.
on
Ladies and
Battlebots.
gentlemen, Dan Danknick.
Thanks, Ahmet and Tanya. I'm thrilled to be joining the show, and I'm looking forward to a
I
great
didn't-
season
no, I
here
didn't.
at
It's not.
Robotica.
It's not
It offers a
erotica.
variety of
You did tell me that Dan
challenges
was
for the
coming,
robots. One
and
of
that's
the
not.
most
I'm not. Don't mean that in an
significant
erotica
bricks.
sense.
First, they're very light, so when you hit them, they scatter everywhere, creating a field of debris you must contend with. Second, there are a lot of them, and they're just the right size to get caught underneath you and leave you high-centered.
He's
If a
the
robot
Bill
doesn't have a
Nye.
plow of some kind, there's a good chance a brick will get stuck underneath.
That's the one
Back
from
to
you, Pat.
Thanks, Dan. In this competition, Zero will be tearing up the left side of the track, and Knuckle Buster will be busting up the right. The robots are
Do you
in
want
position.
to know
The
what was
gauntlet
the
is ready. Let's go.
earlier on her stream? Angel was watching the first ever episode of U-Bat, and Brucey had a call and response I'd never heard before, and I've forgotten what it was.
He's already around the first run, and bricks
But the
go
crowd had to shout
everywhere.
U-Bat.
Nice. Knuckle Buster has no trouble recycling those cans. But hold on. Knuckle Buster seems to be hung up, and so is Zero. All of a sudden, both bots going nowhere fast.
Ahmet, this is what Knuckle Buster was designed for. His arms
Oh,
are
I see. They've
lifting him up.
combined the
Right now,
two
he's
things
working
into
himself
one
free.
thing, haven't
He's got
they?
excellent control over the geometry
Oh,
of
you
his
don't get a
robot.
poem
And
angel.
Dewan
Right.
Bingham's doing everything he can to get Zero off those bricks. His low clearance is giving him some trouble there. And here comes Knuckle Buster. He's through the blocks and at the halfway point. Zero now moving.
was.
He's at the cement blocks. Nice. This track's only wide enough for one bot to get by, so this should be
Oh
interesting.
no. Oh, you're right. You're right. I have other. You're right. I have other
There's some
interests.
sweet
It
shots
does.
from the Zero cam. Good. Zero holds his ground.
Good.
Knuckles got to get past Zero to get the really big points, and I don't know how he's going to do it.
Actually, you know what we
Whoa,
should
will
do?
you look at that? He just rolls right over Zero. Nice. Knuckle Buster tearing
What's
up
over
the
here?
course now. He's
This is
plowing through
moving to the
debris.
left.
Oh,
Then
he's
we can
stuck
fit
on
the
a
bingo
paint can
cards
again.
up here.
He's got plenty of time here, Ahmet. If he can use his plow in his arms to change his center of mass, he might be
Yeah,
able to
me
get
too, Big
traction on
Papa.
one of his wheels and drive off.
Zero having more problems getting over the bricks. Knuckle Buster's free now, and he's heading for the ramp. Now remember, once he's in the center ring, he's got to clear the entire forest of glass before the bonus pane will come down.
Oh, why? Okay, this is more fun. This is more fun,
Turning
isn't it?
into a very lopsided contest. What is up with Zero?
Well, Ahmet, I'll tell you what is not up. It's the body of this robot off of those bricks. Zero went with
Yeah,
small
that's
wheels
what's
to this
not up.
event.
The
It doesn't
body
look
of
like
this
he has the
robot over
climbing
the
ability
bricks.
He needs to get out of this mess.
Well, it looks like Knuckles' wheels are doing just fine, and what a show he's putting on for the crowd. Ouch! Zero gets showered by some glass from Knuckle Buster, and here comes a bonus pane. Knuckle Buster can taste it. He likes it for the shot.
Hey.
The victory is his! Nice! Look at that, he's saluting the crowd. Ron Woodward must be very, very happy indeed.
Yeah, it's a shame, Harry. It was the first
Hero
obstacle.
gets held up with 40 points while 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 breaks through with 90. Let's go down to Tanya, who's standing by with the winners.
What a great round of competition, wouldn't you say? Okay, 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 has 90 points. Did you expect to beat Zero in the gauntlet?
I thought Zero was going to be tough, but the high ground clearance and the 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 and the arms to lift me off and stuff.
Yeah, I hope you're well, Angel, and Dr. Pump.
So you hope that your big tires would help you over anything, but you got hung up on the cans. How did you get yourself free?
Well, I actually was able to use the plow on the front to kind of lift the front up and pull myself over. So
Yeah, you can tell the
creeped
budget's
over a
gone
little
up.
bit, like a gorilla walks, and that's kind of where the 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 idea came from. How a gorilla walks on his nuts.
No, that's a good point.
How did
It's a
you
good
maneuver
point, Jim.
𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 over Zero?
Boy, that was kind of tough.
It's a good question,
just
Dr.
got
Black.
in position, a little bit of the debris helped you kind of pop up, get over the edge of him.
That would
Just
make
kinda wobble
sense,
right
wouldn't it?
around the side of
Did
him.
we see where they were from?
Pretty exciting, pretty surprising to be able to do that.
𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕, there's all kinds of gadgets going on, and it worked to your advantage.
And it worked. It worked.
Great stuff.
It's fantastic.
Woo! 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕! Yay!
Yeah, they're from Virginia, so no.
From the Zero cam, 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 rolls over Zero and on to victory.
When we return, two more Robotica heavyweights, 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 and Tetanus.
Okay.
Take on the gauntlet.
Okay, I'm excited to see the 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕.
Spikes don't get you, the hungry rats will. Danger lurks in every corner of the labyrinth. You don't want to miss this. More hot robot action when we return. Robotica.
Hot robot action coming up.
Welcome back to Robotica. We just saw Zero hit the bricks and get hung up. Then 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 used his 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕s to free himself and punch through the final pang. But now things are really going to heat up. It's time to meet our next set of robots. Now, entering the arena, Coco wouldn't get far signing with this robot. It's built to take abuse and keep dishing it right back out. It's 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕.
Okay, well that's got a face.
This 206-pound beast is powered by 4 36-volt motors, and the forklift-style arm is driven
Okay,
by
this is
2
my
linear
guy.
actuators that'll do more than just peel a banana.
And this beast has been tamed by Rob Farrow.
Gorillas are the strongest primate in the jungle. Our bot, the killer gorilla, is the strongest bot here.
In our main event matchup
Rob
on
met his wife,
WCW
Pam,
World
studying
Real Head.
primates in graduate school.
Of course,
And
it's
they've
whose
been
head do you
monkeying
think it
around
would be?
ever since.
Whose head do you think it would be?
Spend any kind of time watching monkeys, what you see is they're fast, they're strong, and they're aggressive.
When it came to naming their robot, the couple was inspired by the king of the primate jungle and dubbed it the 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕. The 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 is here!
They're just giant, powerful primates.
Oh, you're right,
and
over
nothing
the
messes with
chest.
So they made the gorilla just as tough.
There we go.
With the help of their teammate Steve, they designed a special chassis called a space frame. Using short 3/4-inch steel tubes, the frame was precision welded by their other teammate Nora. It looks like a set of miniature monkey bars, but thanks to strategically placed welds and tubes angled to absorb impact, this chassis can take far more abuse than the average bot. But the 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕's best feature makes it virtually unstoppable, a radically
Yeah, welded
elaborate
woman.
redundancy system.
We have redundant systems throughout, so we have 4 motors, 1 for each wheel. We have 2
We've
speed
already seen
controllers,
2
1 for the
monkey
front wheels, 1 for
impressions.
the back wheels. Oh, it's almost like there's 2 bots in one.
Even if we take really, really heavy damage, we're still going to be able
It's
to
what's
move.
the best thing about
Rob
the
and
show,
his
isn't
friends
it?
have poured their hearts and souls into the 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕, but that doesn't mean they're going to handle their bot with kid gloves.
People get too attached to the robots, they think of them as their children, and that keeps them from using the robot for what they're meant for.
You don't want to protect it. You want it to go out and fight as hard as it possibly can, so hard that you're risking the possibility of dying.
Rob and Pat know that when it comes to Robotica, it's a jungle out there. But are any of their competitors up to taming this wild beast? Well, we're about to meet one bot that's gonna try.
Normally you'd get this by ending up on the wrong side of a rusty nail, but tonight, some bot's gonna tangle with those 3 spikes and wind up with a nasty case of tetanus.
Okay.
Tetanus weighs in at 200
There was a UK
pounds.
robot
The
was
complex
robot called
drivetrain
Tetanus,
pushes him
wasn't there?
along, but the laminated ballistic nylon and Lexan armor keeps him safe.
And Tetanus was created by Kevin Evans.
Our robot isn't the prettiest, but it's fast and
Now,
durable.
what would I least
It's been a
like to
little
happen
ignored
there?
here, but
Would
I
I
think
like it
it's
to
impressive
be
people.
As a kid,
some
Kevin
sort of
Evans developed an appetite for
Killer
destruction
Pete
when he
Rilla
helped his dad fix up cars for their hometown's demolition derby.
or Pete Anus brackets
When I was old
American.
enough, I drove them myself.
These days, the Tennessee native's passion has shifted from crashing cars to crashing robots. But he sees a lot of similarities between the two.
Yeah, that would raise the stakes, wouldn't it, Harry? Oh, you think it's pronounced Tech Anus?
It's an event kind of like a Roman gladiatorial thing. It's a fight to the finish.
When it came to designing tetanus, Kevin didn't drop sophisticated CADs or blueprints. Like most gearheads, he just went out to his garage and started improvising.
This is the ultimate garage project. This was built from scratch in that garage. I didn't hire out any machinist work, no electrical work. I bought the radio and receiver and everything else I've built.
Kevin refused to spend a lot of money on something that could wind up in his scrap heap, so, unlike many of our high-tech Robotica contestants, he picked up his parts from a decidedly low-tech source, a flea market.
You remember getting a Tech Anus
You don't have
job?
a box of pulleys, do you? Do you have the tubes for these?
Yeah,
With
that'll
his wife
happen.
and kids in tow, Kevin combed every inch of the flea market looking for junk parts at bargain prices. Kevin hit the junkyard jackpot when he met a man in a pickup truck selling live goats, as well as this old electric riding mower. To his amazement, Kevin found it had not one, but 3 motors that he could transplant into his robot.
What a sentence!
The mower's pair of 2.5 horsepower motors drive tetanus, while the third 5 horsepower motor powers his weapon. Kevin used to win by turning cars into junk, but now he's turning junk into a formidable killing machine. What are his chances of winning Robotica?
It's my first time, and I can't expect to walk away with everything.
We don't know yet, go on.
Give it a good try.
This is Robotica Roars, yeah, but it's season 2.
It's time once again.
They've
to run
upgraded,
the
look.
evil gauntlet. Yeah. Remember,
No, it's not
the object is to
erotica,
clear
that's
as
a
many barriers
mistake.
as possible, scoring points along the way.
That's a
Get past your
misconception
opponent, through the
people have
rubble,
had.
and into the forest of glass. The robot that destroys the final pane of glass ends the game. The killer gorilla will be swinging through the left side of the track, and tetanus will be infecting the right. You know what they say, talk is cheap. It's time to get ready to roll.
Yeah, that's one of the changes between the two. I don't think so. I don't think so, Reggio.
Tetanus takes off like a fireball. He has some trouble on the
Oh,
paint cans.
stuck on the cans. Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine.
And he's through the bricks. Gorilla's through the cans. What a mess.
Come on, Gorilla.
He's fighting with the debris now. He's got the power and the ground clearance to blast through just about anything out here. And there goes the bricks. Nice.
Oh, or if people want a joint Bobot wrestler, the killer gorilla monsoon.
Takes him out. Tetanus is through his obstacles.
Don't know exactly what that would be.
Killer gorilla is stuck on the concrete blocks. Looking through the tetanus cam there. Sweet.
Oh.
Monkey. Kevin Evans knows he's got to get past the gorilla, but this monkey's not backing down. We've got a shelling match going on down there, and Tetanus gives the monkey boy the slip. Look at that!
Gave the monkey boys a slip.
Robots are doing their best to get over the
It's reminds you of when you used to make mazes for your hamster with VHS cassette
Killer
cases,
Gorilla's
yeah.
raising that lifting arm, trying to get the extra clearance he needs to get over
No,
the
that is a good point,
Now remember the first
Angel.
spot to enter the
If
center
just for
of
the
track
irony
is
alone,
10.
you wouldn't
Second
want it,
gets
would you?
only 5. There goes Tetanus up the ramp.
Oh, is it?
Yes, breaking down the forest of glass.
Tetanus keeps hitting those archways around the platform. He's just going way too fast right now. He needs to slow down and regain some control. He's lucky to still be up there.
And what is up with the killer gorilla?
He's lucky to still be up there. The gorilla's fallen over, his head's come off or something.
Rob Farrow hasn't given up yet.
Yeah, they've changed the games, Ross. You've got to smash glass or something. I feel like they've combined the 2 worst games into one game.
It's a walk in the park for Killer Gorilla right now. He's got plenty of time on the clock. All he has to do is clear the center area of glass and then pick off the final pane.
Oh, bring down the final pane. Oh no, you've got to take that one out.
Here comes the bonus pane sliding down.
Here comes the bonus pane.
And the gorilla lines up for the shot.
And
oh, the gorilla pounces off. How did that happen? He had a clear shot and he blew it. Oh, can you believe that? The gorilla's on his back.
Ahmed, Killer Gorilla's arm was designed for just this sort of emergency. He should be able to flip
all it had
himself
to
back
do
over,
was
but it doesn't
all it
seem
had to
to
do
work.
was drive through the glass.
One disappointed driver right now. Let me tell you, look at that.
take another look.
Okay, that's
was
funny.
not lined up, and with that wide wheelbase, he caught the pillar, climbed right up, and flipped right over.
In the end, the Killer Gorilla went belly up, so Tetanus takes the lead. Final score for this round, 70-65. All right, let's check in with Tanya, who's down with the winner.
Woo! Here we are with Kevin and Aaron Evans. And Kevin, you're the engineer behind Tetanus.
Yes, I am.
So, did you think that you were going to win this, the gauntlet?
We weren't certain about that. It did a lot better than we thought. Very happy with
Was that a
it.
fluke
I
win?
noticed, though, that you guys bounced over all the obstacles. Did you know that that was going to happen?
Yeah. We ran it around our little farm quite a bit out there, Potato Hills, and rode it off the road into a briar patch once, and that's the way it got out. It bounced out.
So were you afraid when Killer Gorilla knocked you off the side?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
right
the
because there was no way we were
engineer
going to get
behind
traction enough to get back on the
The
platform.
EBT.
We knew we weren't going to be breaking any more glass after that.
Great job. All right, for Tetanus. Woo!
So with everyone through the gauntlet, the scores look like this. It's Knuckle Buster leading 90-40, while Tetanus leads the Killer Gorilla 70-65.
Well
Come
done,
back,
guys.
we're really going to start messing with these guys. The Labyrinth is coming up. It's got a flip ramp that'll send a 200-pound bot flying, and steel rollers that'll stop them dead in their tracks. We'll take a nasty little ride when we come back.
Wow, that does look different. Okay, they've put a lot more effort into the games this series.
Welcome back to Robotica. We've seen some incredible things so far, and it's only our first competition.
Here's how the scores stand. It's Knuckle Buster leading 90-40, while Tetanus leads the Killer Gorilla 70-65.
I'll tell you what, I think it's time to go down to Dan Danknick, who's standing by in the pits.
We're back here in the pits with Knuckle Buster. Well, first of all, these amazing wheels. You just drove right over Zero coming around second base. Tell us a little bit about these wheels that you used.
Well, these wheels are custom fabricated. We made a sheet of aluminum that we coiled into a
Yeah,
big
that
ring,
would be good.
cut
That would
out
be good, Big
circles,
Papa.
folded the edges over. It's pop riveted around the edge. And then we bonded
Knuckle
with
Buster
a
would be,
urethane adhesive,
be
polyurethane
easy
foam.
enough to make,
And then
I
this
think.
outer tire is actually a piece of conveyor belt material that we wrapped around here and actually stitched it right across this area to form a band. Once we put that on there, then we applied adhesive to that to bond that on. This gives us really low ground contact pressure, which gives us better traction than having a high contact pressure tire.
So if you had to go out in industry and buy these wheels, do you have any idea where you could buy anything like this?
Nothing like this.
So that's why you made yours.
That's why we made ours. That's absolutely right.
As you can see, wheels sometimes make the difference between winning and not winning.
Hey, Dan, can you go over to Dewan and see if we can take a look at the
Wheels
on
sometimes
Zero?
make the difference between winning and not winning.
Go on, tell us a little bit about your choice of wheels here and what was going through your mind when you chose them.
Well, in earlier preliminaries, I had the air-filled tires on, which gave me a little bit more buoyancy and made me bounce a little bit more. And with the foam-filled tires, I kind of planted and stayed planted on the ground. And that didn't do very well for me in this event.
So your feeling is you would have been able to ride through those bricks and just kept on going?
Yeah, more or less go over instead of through, and that's what I think I should have done.
I see. Well, as you can see, sometimes decisions early on have big consequences later in the game. Back to you, Amit.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
As you can see, we're just about ready for the Labyrinth, the most death-defying obstacle course in all of competitive robotics.
And here's how it works. Our mechanical Theseus will begin the labyrinth in the center. They race out to shatter 6 panes of glass, but each pane is guarded by a challenge that's sure to send your department store robot running back to the toy aisle. At the bottom of the point barrel, 15 points apiece will be awarded for navigating past the 253-pound box or the field of stabbing spikes. Next, if you can pass this suspension bridge before it sends you packing, or beat this pneumatic flip ramp before you're kissing sky, 20 points belong to you. But life ain't no beach if you get your bot stuck in this sand pit, and stepping on these cargo rollers means you're going nowhere fast. Get to the glass behind these guys, and you get 25 points to take home to mama. Once all 6 walls are gone, these gates will unlock, and the bot that bashes the glass will pick up another 30 points. And just to make things a little more interesting, they won't be alone in there. They've got some company in the form of our Robotica rats.
These robotic rodents carry buzzsaws
we've got house
cut the
robots.
wheels right out from under our competitors. And just in case you're worried about getting hit by flying debris, we've got you covered by these safety walls. They're a little added insurance.
Oh,
Dan,
good.
you've seen these
Good.
bots in
We'll be
action.
protected
Who
by
do
the
you think has
walls,
the
everyone, so
advantage?
don't worry.
Tanya, the area behind the square speed bumps belongs to the Knuckle Buster, and let me tell you why. The speed bumps have a square edge, which is going to pose a real problem for Zero's small wheels. If he does manage to climb up over the leading edge, he's going to fall into the center pocket and have to climb back out. And that's much more difficult than it seems. Back to you.
Thank you, Dan. And here
Thanks,
they are
Tom.
again. Dwan Bingham Zero faces Knuckle Buster, piloted by Ron Woodward. Which one will tame the labyrinth? It's time to take these two robots to task, Robotica style.
Robots ready.
And the labyrinth begins.
Oh, they both start again.
Time trying to get out of that turntable. He knows he's got some big points that he's got to make up. Knuckle onto the speed bumps. Check out the Knuckle cam. That's sweet. He's across the spikes.
Great to see the Knuckle cam.
Right in the glass. Nice. Zero heading right for the
Okay.
sand. Going for the big points here. And nails it. Nice. 25 points. Knuckles moving on to the suspension.
Okay, these are better
Ahmed
challenges, I
raising
think,
those
aren't
arms
they?
out of the way. That bridge's metal grating is a dangerous place for them to get caught.
Oh,
He's across.
he's across.
Beautifully done.
Well, that glass is harder to break than anyone anticipated. A flexible antenna just isn't going to do it.
It looks like he's going to try to raise his arms to get at it. And he almost gets it, but this is going to be difficult.
Can't break the
He's going
glass.
to have a tough time of breaking that glass. Let's see how he does it. Zero having no trouble at all. Moves over the flip ramp, scores 20 more points. Nice. Yeah, the rats are on the loose.
Oh no, the rats are on
Knuckles
the
giving up on
loose.
his antenna. He'll have to go for the glass he can reach with those arms.
Oh, that's a
Look at the
shame.
frustration on the face of Ron Woodward. Knuckle Buster through the swinging doors. Looks like the rat's afraid of him. Knuckle flies over the jump rack, meeting up with Zero. Confrontation, yes. They are
Confrontation, yes.
We could be looking at a change in
Yeah,
strategy on it.
Ratbots.
Zero may be trying to disable Knuckle.
Knuckle fighting free.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep hitting it. That was a good strategy.
Zero's milling cutters are not strong enough to cut through that armor, but if they hit an electrical wire, it could do the trick.
Zero's backing off now. Oh, he's back for more punishment. Nice.
Back for more
Zero on the
punishment.
mission, pounding relentlessly. No more movement from Knuckle. He's just dead in the water. He's toast.
He's toast.
And there goes
He's
Zero.
toast.
He's moving away. Looks like Knuckle Buster's out of the running, and the labyrinth belongs to Dwan Bingham and Zero right now. Zero not letting anything stand in his way.
Oh, the rats are all over him.
That rat around. But he can't waste time on the rats right now. He's got to get some more points if he wants
Stop
to move
wasting
on
time
to
with
the
the
next
rats.
round. Knuckle Buster is still not moving. Ron Woodward working those controls, but doing nothing. Knuckle's just sitting there with his fists in the air. Zero's lining up for the cargo rollers. He bashes
He's got
through.
it. But he can't break the glass again. Oh, he can this time.
Breaks the glass, 25 more points. He's getting pounded by those wrecking balls, and Zero's out. Looks like he's going to have to kick around a few rats right now.
That suspension bridge is the last open obstacle, Ahmed. Now, with Zero's low ground clearance and wide armor, he knows that 20 points aren't worth the risk.
And there's the siren. Zero's headed for the gates. He really needs that bonus pain if he's going to move on. He is so determined. Oh,
He really needs the bonus pay. Oh, he's got it.
and he does it. Zero has taken the lead.
Wow, there's some drama.
Bingham is, well, he's crazy. He's doing the crazy robot dance on the ground. Gotta love that guy. And Knuckle Buster's busting days are over. Very happy, Dwan Bingham. It came from behind. He's going on to the fight to the finish. Here are
Wow.
the scores. Zero with 100 points over
That's
Knuckle
quite the
Buster.
celebration, was that?
Let's go down to Tanya, who's standing by with the winners.
Everyone here, we have Dwan
What's
and
that
his team
face?
representing Zero. Now, Dwan, that victory dance that you did, can you
Let's go down to Tanya, who's standing by with the winners.
Hey, everyone
Where
here,
did
we
you
have
do
Dwan
that?
and his team representing Zero. Now, Dwan, that victory dance that you did, can you show us a little bit of that right now?
That was a new.
What are
And
those?
then it was
All
the
right.
cry baby, then it was the layback, then it was a temper tantrum, then it was a freak out.
Okay,
You know, it was one of those
very
things.
good. We can tell you're very excited. Okay, so tell me, how did you disable Knuckle?
Well, I knew
Is
that
this
he
something
had
from the
chain
big
drive and I
go-karts?
had direct drive, and I knew that if I hit him enough times, it had to either take off a chain, or maybe disable the piece that goes to his chain drive.
Right.
And so I figured if I hit him enough times in the side that I could probably take off one of those.
Okay, and what was the most difficult part of this round for you?
When, I don't know.
Look at Juan, he's so emotional. He's having a hard time remembering.
It's like a blur. You know, you see different things. You see glass.
I think he does care too much, but in a sort of in a happy way.
Didn't break any glass, so I'm happy about it.
You didn't, but you got to break a knuckle. You had a brawl there.
Yeah. That was really awesome.
All right, good. Well, you guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Ready for the next round?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, for Zero.
Yeah.
So after a devastating run of the labyrinth, the scores look like this. Zero beats 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 140
Which
to
face
105.
We've seen so many
Tennis is beating
faces.
𝔸𝕠𝕕 70 to 65. But we've still got one more labyrinth to go, and then it's my favorite, fight to the finish.
Oh.
Coming up, will the 𝔸𝕠𝕕 make a monkey out of tetanus? We'll find out when they take a terrifying trip through the labyrinth.
Okay, yeah, so there's now only
Who's
2
going to be
events,
living
right?
on the edge? We'll know soon enough when Robotica returns.
Welcome back to Robotica. We've got one more labyrinth to go. The scores look like this.
In the matchup between Tetanus and the 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕, Tetanus is up 70 to 65.
At the end of tonight's competition, we'll have the first of our 6 finalists for the Robotica Championship, one from each of our 6 competitions. And in the championships, it ain't about medals, it's about glory, bragging rights, and the Robotica Trophy.
But before they get there, they must survive the fight to the finish.
To find out what's happening with the 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 and Tetanus, let's go down to our man Dan in the pits. Dan, what's it going to take to win this event?
Well, Tetanus was actually damaged in the arena, so we're going to come into the pits and get a real damage report. Now, they use Lexan as a cover, Lexan polycarbonate, and it's sheared here on the corner. Tell us a little bit about what happened out there.
Well, I don't know whether it was the impact so much as this Lexan is really old, and we're starting to see that isn't a good thing.
Now, a lot of old Lexan becomes embrittled through time by ultraviolet damage. It actually breaks the crystalline structure of the polymer chains inside.
Thanks,
and you can see
Dan.
a crack right here on the corner where the stress was concentrated.
Yeah, these are pretty old. I think these were actually Vietnam-era helicopter windows surplus.
So what are you going to do? Do you have some spare Lexan? You been able to scrounge some up?
It's been great. Brian from Team Logicom shops at the same surplus store we did, and he had the exact replacement piece we needed, so...
So you're replacing it with a piece equally as old?
It's just as old, but that's all we can do.
Okay, well there you go. That's it.
Yeah,
for,
Dan was on Battlebots, yeah.
Back to you, Amit.
I can't remember the name of his bot.
It's catch-up time for the 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕.
But didn't he win a giant nut?
It's the labyrinth, and it's 6 pages.
Didn't we see him win a giant nut last week?
The harder they are, the more points they're worth. But keep clear of the rats, because the more damage you take here, the less you can take in the fight to the
He's a
finish.
nut man, yeah.
Let's go down labyrinth side to Dan Dacknick. What do you think is the only way to win this event, Dan?
Tanya, this one's going to come down to ground clearance, and Tetanus doesn't have it. If he goes for the suspension bridge, he can wide and just caught on the edges.
Oh.
The 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕, however, has large wheels that stick out beyond the body of his robot. Ironically, they proved a liability in the gauntlet where those wheels hit the frame of the
Sorry
final
about that.
class and bounced him onto his
He
back.
does seem like the equivalent of Simon,
Navigates
doesn't he?
challenges with no problem. Back to you.
Thank you, Dan. Here's the 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 pulling up to the
That
starting
was
gate.
interference from Dan's
See if he
Tank
has what
Nuts,
it
yeah.
takes to
Yeah,
inoculate
DDN.
himself against the evil, sinister.
Okay. 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠 against
Robots are in
Tetanus.
position. It's time to start the labyrinth.
It's time to start the labyrinth. Yeah, dance onto the screen.
Tetanus goes right after 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕠. Oh, he's paying him back for tossing
Oh.
him off the platform in the gauntlet.
Amit, 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕠 can use that lifting arm here if he can get it into position.
𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕠 trying to fight back, but
Oh.
he ends up on 2 wheels.
Oh.
Because those wheels extend beyond the back of his robot and they're still on the ground, he should be able to drive out of this.
And it looks like he will. Oh no! Tetanus isn't letting up. 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕠's not going anywhere.
This is playing right into Tetanus's hands.
If there's only 2 rounds, if you're ahead in the first one, you can just shut the other one down, can't you?
And the 𝔸𝕠𝕠 pushes Tetanus right into the sand. He's trying
Oh,
to flip him.
oh, he's got him.
Not quite working.
Oh.
𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕠 digging himself deeper into that sand.
He's popped him in the sand pit.
We've got a
Oh,
stalemate
yeah.
here. 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕠 digs himself any deeper, he may not be able to get out, but he's out. Tennis is going for the glass. Oh, he's not breaking it. Trying to get into position.
He should have packed him and stacked. He should have packed him and stacked him. Yeah.
The gorilla going for the
Oh.
Oh, he's shut out. Second time's the charm. He gets
There we go.
points for the gorilla. He's turning around. And he's
Oh.
on the ramp.
That ramp's putting a real strain on 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕𝕒's already damaged lifting arm.
He's free now, but he can't seem to get by the ramp. Okay, he makes it across and throws Tennis back into the sand.
Back in the sands.
And a hungry rat comes to investigate. Both teams fighting, trying to get more points.
The rats haven't. The rats haven't been that effective yet, have they?
He's 5 points ahead of the 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 here in the left.
Ahmed, take a look at Tennis's armor. That old piece of Lexan he replaced in the pits with the other piece, equally as old, is already cracked.
𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 is being hassled by that rat. He's fighting his way over the speed bumps. Looks like he's headed for the suspension bridge.
Ahmed, every time those bouncy tires hit those speed bumps, 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 changes direction. He's having a hard time lining up this shot.
I know, Dan. Looks like he's hesitating a little there.
Oh.
There he goes.
There we go.
Points with style. Nicely done, Monkey Boy.
Nicely done, Monkey Boy. NDMB.
That rat's trying to get frisky with Tennis, but Tennis has shoved him out of the way. Looks like 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕𝕒's going for the spikes.
Well, the Series 2 games are definitely more engaging, aren't they, than the Season 1 games?
Again, still not right. Rob Farrow being very, very cautious. Doesn't want his monkey getting hurt.
Doesn't want his monkey getting hurt. Oh, he's got it.
Tetanus is falling behind.
Where is
with the box
Tetanus?
of the rollers left. He's still in it.
No problem for him on the way out. 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕𝕒 coming around. And now we've got a fight. 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕𝕒 and Tetanus. 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕒's a little out of control.
Oh.
Yes.
Now confrontation plays into 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕𝕒's hand. He's got the lead and he's trying to stall Tetanus.
𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕒's got him now. Thanks
Oh.
for Tetanus.
Oh, he's
Ahmed, if they fix that arm, they should be able to right themselves.
Oh, he has.
And they do it. Amazing.
Amazing.
Here's the Tetanus cam. He's going for the rollers.
Oh, he's going. Oh.
Oh, it's so cool looking. But he's still having trouble breaking.
Is that cool looking?
Shame.
Ahmed, just like 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕗, they have a flexible glass breaker on the front of their robot. They're losing valuable time. just
Flexible
positioning
glass
themselves.
breaker. They
Positioning
got
is
it.
paid off. He gets 25 more points. 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕗 is going for the box. Oh, he's jammed it. The box is crooked. 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕗 can't
The
get by.
box is crooked.
Tetanus is through the rollers and he's stuck on the rail. Dan, will you look at that? 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕗 actually pulling the box backwards.
He probably bent that lifting arm, Ahmed.
I don't care what he's done. He's still pushing that 253-pounder with ease.
There we go.
Look at that. Oh, knocks the rat out of the way. Lines
There's
up
the
to box
glass.
and he takes him. Team Death by Monkeys eagerly looking on. We've got a close match, and there is the siren. The final pain is up for grabs. It's going to come down to this. Tetanus
Oh, I've not
with
seen
the
it.
rat.
Ian.
Now the other rat.
Glad it was good,
He
or at least not bad.
right on over him.
Tetanus is stuck on the
Now
rat.
Tetanus and Monkey Boy. 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕗 having some problems getting to the gates. It's going to be a fight to the end.
It's going to be a fight to the end.
Whoever gets the bonus pain is moving on. Both robots jostling for position.
It's all coming down to the bonus pain.
𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕗 swoops in at the last second. The gates are down. Who's going to take this? 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕗.
Very good, very good. Good boy, team.
There he goes.
Very good.
Oh, he's got it.
Beautiful.
Nicely done, Monkey Boy.
A jubilant Team Death by Monkeys thereby came through in the end. Way to go. And the 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕗 is moving on to the fight to the finish. Here's the score. It's the 𝔸𝕠𝕗 with 100 points over Tetanus with 50. Let's go down to Tanya with the win.
Yeah, NDMB.
Robert Farrow and his team representing 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕗. What a great round of competition that was. What was your strategy going into this round?
We were only 5 points behind, so our strategy was let's get the glass as fast as we possibly could.
Right.
We didn't expect him to come out and hit us right away,
Right.
which that's messed us all up.
And your writing mechanism saved you. How did that work?
Yeah, so we can lift our arm up all the way, and then touch the wheels in the reverse. And we can flip
Yeah,
back
for
over.
God's sakes,
I
have you?
noticed the rats too. Sometimes they were an obstacle for you, but there were a couple of times they helped you out too.
Yeah.
When you got sideways up against the rail there, actually we were over in this corner. One of the rats came and just gave us just a little bit of a nudge, and Rob was able to then get the bot squared up and pow right through the glass.
Thank you very much.
Alrighty.
All right.
The first round of competition is history, and we've got a match for the fight to the finish.
Okay, here we
It's
go.
Zero and the Killer Gorilla in an all-out war for robot superiority. Who
All
will
right,
win?
Papa.
Stick
Good.
around and
Here we
find
go.
out.
I should watch it.
Count up.
He
One
keeps
robot
doing
goes to
faces.
victory lane while the other barrels over the side into a pit of razor-sharp spikes.
Okay, season 2 of Robotica is much more watchable than season 1. I think. Oh.
On WCW World
That
Real Head. Of course, whose head do you think it would be?
Spills, we've seen it all. 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 took the
Whose head
gauntlet
do
by
you think it would
driving
be?
over Zero, but ultimate retribution came when Zero showed
Yeah, it's a
down.
shame that
A
Tanaka's
mere
not
5-point
there.
difference separated these two bots, but with a little help from his opponent, the Killer Gorilla took the labyrinth from Texas.
They have gone to a classic Craig Philippa formation,
The
haven't they?
various bumps and bruises the robot took.
And there's
to
also
the
Dan now, isn't there?
Pound that out, and straighten this up. I'm good to go.
But things weren't so simple for the Killer Gorilla, who was
I
facing
forgot
his
about
old
Dan.
Achilles heel, the lifting arm.
We need to straighten out the lifting arm. Front got all bent up when we hit him.
The bashing in the labyrinth took its toll, and he needed some tough bodywork to get ready for the fight to the finish.
Gotta rip in the fur. We're gonna see how much damage there is underneath.
No longer new recruits, these bots have been battle tested, and now they're ready to go to war.
And the fight to the finish is right around the corner. From 4 mighty robots to the 2 strongest of the bunch, it's time to separate the cream from the rest of the crop. And to do that, we'll put them in our fight to the finish platform and let them battle
Amazing.
it
That's-
out. Our 2
that's
robotic
some great
gladiators enter the ring
Wikipedia.
and fight for 1 minute. After that, the guardrails drop away, making this battle a matter of life and death. The last robot standing earns himself a spot in the Robotica Finals at the end of the season. Our robots are in position. There's only one thing left to do. Fight to the finish.
Fight to
As
the
you can
finish.
see, Juan Bingham and Rob Farrow have taken their places up in the skybox. After months of hard work, it all comes down to this. Here comes Zero. He's got new Lexan wedges. Now these are going to make it tough for the
Cyber
Gorilla to
Lucy.
get underneath him. Best of luck.
We're watching 2000.
And here comes the
Amazing.
Killer Gorilla right now, rolling to the center of the ring. Both bots came from behind to face each other in this ring.
They did, didn't they? Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Robots ready.
Come on, Gorilla. I think I want the Gorilla to win.
Zero goes straight after Killer Gorilla. Oh, but those Lexan wedges aren't keeping the Gorilla's lifting arm from getting underneath Zero. Zero spins away from Killer. He moves back in for another attack. Now the Gorilla
Use your
overpowers
arm,
Zero. He
Gorilla.
pushes him into the rail.
Oh,
Those motors just shattering this Lexan
sorry.
wedge.
Dan's haunted. Dan's haunted this episode, and I
Killer
don't.
Gorilla puts Zero hard into the corner. Ouch! Now Zero's got control. The Gorilla's on the run. Into the rails. Zero's not letting up. He
Oh,
just throws him into the corner. Oh, he's gonna go to the
Oh.
side. Oh, he's barely hanging in there.
oh, this isn't looking good for the Gorilla, is it?
Killer Gorilla over the rail. He's putting all of his power into
Oh,
it.
here we go.
He just can't get him over the
Just
edge.
stop. Just wait for the rail to drop.
Winning rule if Zero holds him there for more than 15 seconds, he's going to be called off. It doesn't look good for Gorilla. Can the Gorilla get out of this alive? There's the call. Zero has to back off 10 feet. These gates are coming down in just seconds. And now the game is on again. Here comes Killer.
I don't understand.
Goes the gate. Killer Gorilla's under Zero. He's pushing him around towards the edge.
Oh, Zero was unlucky then because of that weird rule.
Very disappointed Juan Bingham in the foreground as Rob Farrow's team celebrates. Tanya's up in the skybox with Rob right now. He's the proud new owner of a Robotica gold medal. Killer Gorilla is going to be the bot to beat in the Robotica Finals.
Congratulations, you won! Woo!
Whoa.
Yeah, baby.
And there you have it. The winner once again, the Killer Gorilla. One of them.
Take another look at this incredible victory. The Killer Gorilla makes a bold statement and Zero gets the point.
We're back with Rob Farrow and Team Death by Monkeys. There was some super bot action in
Death
there.
by
You guys
Monkeys.
are going to the finals. Are you jazzed? Now, Rob, you guys were pinned against the glass.
Are
Zero
you
had
jazzed?
and I thought your monkey was going to fly right on out of there, man.
I thought so too. We almost drove ourselves right off the back too.
Now, he kept bashing into you, and there's a 15-second rule, because if the gates would have come down, you guys would have fallen to your death, but you guys were safe.
If the rule wasn't there. He's a really strong bot, and we're lucky to win.
Well, congratulations, you guys. We'll see you in the finals. You rule. Next time, 4 more bots will risk battery life and electronic limb and their chance at the Robotica finals. For Tanya, Memmy, myself, Dan Danknick, we'll see you all next time.
Goodbye, everyone.
Robotica.
TLC.
Okay, God's sake, we're not watching another episode. We will next week. Well, maybe we'll, you know, next Bobot. Okay. We're gonna have another break. Oh no. Sorry, I've just seen Cyber Lucy. So this was the host of a kid's version of Wheel of Fortune. I have other interests. Oh, I see what you mean. The Jenny Powell for UK viewers. She would turn the letters around. Terrifying. Okay, let's take a quick break. Let's come back, and then it'll be Battlebots time. Let's see a giant nut distributed. We should have time to. We should have time for the first episode of the second series as well. Oh yeah, that does give an advantage over Vanna. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Oh wait, I forgot how slow this happens. I could just click it and then say I'm going to be back. Yeah, everyone, top up your mayonnaise. Get yourselves a yogurt. I'm gonna. Oh, yeah. Keep on trucking, everyone. I'll be back in a minute.
CO2! KO! TTFN! Ta-ta for now!
Guess what's going down? Jimmy Hart, don't make a move. Guess what's gonna happen?
Oh, look at that bell, Ted.
Welcome back, Cowabunga. Oh yeah, I think it is Casino. It is Casino Royale. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! We've come to the wrong seed. What a disaster! What a rookie error! Who's this idiot? That is not something. That's not something someone should do on their 420th stream of the year or whatever. Although maybe it's exactly the kind of thing you do. You've already done 400 streams. Okay. Hi everyone. I hope you've all got a drink. Hope everyone's enjoying the Bobots, or is at least able to make their own fun. Okay, let me find the Battlebots. Let me find the Battlebots. Been a busy boy. So you like my aunt? Come on. My aunts wouldn't describe me as a busy boy. How would my aunts describe me? Just badly, I think. Okay, hopefully we've got time to see the last episode of the first season of Battlebots, and then hopefully we can start the second season. Okay, here we go. Let's get over to the battle. What's it called? The battle box? Is it the battle box? I think it's the battle box. I think it's the battle box. Oh, also prediction wise, absolutely nowhere near a line. Absolutely nowhere near a line on Robotica, I'm afraid. Nowhere near a line. Okay, here we go.
Tonight on Comedy Central's Battlebots, we'll take a look at all the best action from the first season. Then Blade Runner, Ankle Biter, Pressure Drop, Death Blow, and more. Mix it up with the middleweight melee. Vlad the Impaler, Nightmare, Tazbot, Gnome 2, and a battle box full of top-ranked heavyweights beat each other senseless. It's BattleBot Blitz.
It's BattleBot Blitz.
Descended over battle-scarred Fort Mason. The fighting is over for now. It's time to relive the carnage. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Comedy Central's BattleBots Wrap-Up. I'm Sean Salisbury, along with my partner all the way through, Bill Dwyer. And if you've been following the BattleBot tournament from the beginning, you've witnessed a stunning sports spectacular.
I think it is I have other interests, but there are also some original
Killer
fights.
robots doing what they do best. Killing other robots. Yeah, but don't dismay. Tonight, we're going to revisit the glorious triumphs and gut-wrenching tragedies in all four of our BattleBot weight divisions. And we're also going to check out middleweight and heavyweight robot rumbles, which you and I love.
We've got some robot
rumbles
rumbles.
are great. We'll also be awarding some special BattleBots Medals of Honor throughout the show. Well, the lightweight division was very competitive, and what they lacked in size and power, they made up for in wanton destruction. Let's take a look at some of the exciting matches that led to the championship. Crowd favorite Tanemushi, driven by 14-year-old Lisa Winter, chewed up
we did like Lisa Winters.
While the mean little kitty Mouser Mecha Catbot pounced on a very aggressive, though overwhelmed shot.
Pete Pick idea. John Tentamushi. John Tentamushi.
A very physical examination he won't soon forget. In a highly anticipated quarterfinal matchup, Alpha Raptor squashed the lethal ladybug Tanemushi. Opponents may have been able to see through Dasbot's strategy, but that didn't stop him from flipping the bird Shrike all around the ring. Dasbot later disposed of the spinster Ziggo in the quarterfinals and met up with a black-hearted Backlash. Well, Backlash ripped everyone. First, he completely and utterly destroyed disposable heroes. He moved on to fight the Crusher, who actually threw himself onto the kill saws rather than feel the wrath of Backlash's spinning Doomsday Disc. Endotherm gave Backlash everything he had. Backlash steadied himself and came on strong.
Oh, that's nice, Lucas. She's a judge on the latest series, right?
Backlash removed any doubt that he was the class of the lightweight division.
Hello, Retcon. I hope you're well. You'd like to see John Tentacles? Is that just John Tenta like as an octopus?
It's survival of the baddest as Jim Smith-Kowski's Backlash took the giant nut in the lightweight division. Don't you love the lightweights? Quickness is what dominates that lightweight division. And the one stellar lightweight who I look to make a big impact in the future is Ziggo. He's a spinner, and he's every bit as destructive
Everyone likes Ziggo.
which he proved in his fight against Mitzi Link. He would have gone further, but DOSBot knocked out his electronics in the quarterfinals. If you can figure out how to protect those vital parts, I can see Ziggo making quite an impact. Well, there's a lot more robotic devastation in the middleweight division. These murdering machines weigh up to 115 pounds and can move fast and hit
Is
hard.
this a present-day Lisa Winters?
Watch Blade Runner spin here. He gets up to 60
Oh,
miles
that's
an hour,
nice.
and the foot-pounds of energy that's released upon impact absolutely stuns bad attitude. Blade Runner moved
There we
on
go.
against
This is
spin
present-day
orbiting
Lisa
force and tried the
Winters.
same spinning
In
strategy.
present-day,
It was a
look how
highly
angry
contested bout.
Tantabushi looks
Spin
like.
orbiting force got the nod and moved on to the semifinals. Oh, the battle! Yeah. Built by experienced veterans Tony Bucciani and Dan Danick, Hazard was an early
I would like to one day we will watch the revival Battlebots. As much as the Plems protest.
Semifinals, Hazard got inside extra padded spin orbiting force and several
Too
times
bad
almost
the Plems did
incapacitated
protest.
him before getting the victory and moving on to face Dead Blow in the finals. The most controversial moments in the whole tournament happened in an early middleweight round. Subject to Change without reason had an early lead and was aggressive against pressure drop, but unexpectedly suffered a mechanical failure. There was some confusion, and the referee had counted him out, but Pressure Drop let loose with a mean whack with his spring-loaded pickaxe, piercing Subject to Change after the bell. Well, you remember that, too. The crowd was going crazy, thinking it might have been a cheap shot. Hey, this is Battlebots. They fight to the death. Then pick the metal carcass apart like a titanium vulture. There's another middleweight that looked very impressive and was also manhandling Pressure Drop in an earlier fight. That's Ankle Biter. Check out this videotape. Ankle Biter was giving Pressure Drop all kinds of trouble. Pressure Drop had a 60-pound weight advantage. But Ankle Biter had the leverage and tossed him around like a rag body. One bad driving error got him stuck against the spike strip, and Pressure Drop lucked into the victory. We're going to take a look at all the highlights in the heavy and super heavyweight
That's a good
divisions
point, Angel.
right after this break. And a couple of rumbles in the middleweight and heavyweight division. Come on back, you're going to love this. For more information on BattleBots and how you can enter a fighting robot in the BattleBots competition, log on to battlebots.com.
So I'm just pouring out another alcohol-free
Goes to the
Guinness.
lightweight fighter 𝔸𝕉 for valor in the face
Oh, I
of
don't
death.
remember this.
Let's see if you can guess which one of these is 𝔸𝕉.
I don't remember
What a great break.
𝔸𝕉.
This robot's only hope is to bushwhack its opponent, and nobody's done that since the 1840s. Well, for any robot who thought it was wrong, there's one chance for revenge. That's the Rumble. Mark Bureau tells us who's
Does
participating.
anyone want Peel Dwyer as a peep pick? Put my face on there. Oh, this is our guy. Mark Piero would be more popular, I think.
First, spin orbiting force. Alien Gladiator.
Oh, we just got their names, that's a shame. Blade Runner.
Ankle Biter. Dead Blow.
Dead Blow.
Peg Leg.
I don't remember Peg Leg. I do remember Pressure Drop.
Bad Attitude. Turtle Road Hill.
Turtle Road Kill.
To change without reason.
The box is locked, the lights are on.
Okay, here we go, it's a big rumble.
Okay, you're going to love this. This is the middleweight rumble. All ego. Everybody getting it on. 11 of these robots trying to pay each other back for early individual rounds. And there you see Peg Leg from the start not moving very well.
No, Peg Leg's not moving very well, is it?
If he keeps taking hits like that for Turtle Roadkill, what a great
Oh, big smash.
Very nice, getting in underneath.
Hazard's thing isn't really spinning.
Not spinning. Oh, there we go. That's a reenactment of our championship, middleweight championship.
It's got merch. Oh, that's good.
The winner of that was Hazard, who is our middleweight individual champion.
Tantabushi t-shirt would be good.
These people take this serious now.
I haven't done like Tantabushi, have I, or something? Because if I had, then I could have a Tantabushi shirt.
He's looking for someone to pop, and they all are. shot from the blimp. That's the back end of Ankle Biter. He is showing some moxie out here, isn't he?
Might be our quickest as far as with those two wheels in all of the divisions.
You could have John Tantamushi, you could have Pentamushi with Pentagon Jr. on it. That'd be good.
Now he's got subject to change without reason up against there. He's showing off.
Yes, he is. Where's Pegleg when you need him, Bill? I can't find him.
There he is. The Pegger.
The Pegger.
Oh, the names.
The Pegger.
Force, Alien Gladiator, Blade Runner, Pegleg, Pressure Drop Hazard. They're all here. 11 of them.
Hazard's got his top. He's got his blade spinning now.
There you see Turtle
I didn't realise before, but yeah, I think they might be, yeah.
Blade Runner doesn't do much except spin, huh?
Oh yeah, but he spins hard.
Also, presumably,
Ankle Biter
streams.
showing off, maybe saying, hey, you watch. Next time we fight, you watch out for me.
This is the middleweight rumble. 11 of these Battlebots getting it on for ego and pride here. And you see the intensity on the builders and drivers' faces.
And, there's pressure drop. Fan favorite pressure drop. Not doing
His
too
pressure
much.
dropped. He isn't moving around.
It's not doing a lot, is it?
Low blood pressure right there.
Blade Runner initiating some contact.
You can see he's made some marks. And Ankle Biter's lost his front leg.
Has lost his.
Still moving around. Oh, man.
Now that's a problem. Now that's a problem for Ankle Biter. Up on his, should we say, rear end, not being able to use his legs to get
It's up
out.
on his rear
You
end.
see some of these Battlebots already incapacitated, but not that man.
Coming down hard. Deadlow always bringing it hard. I kind of hope Pegleg can get over across the ring.
Oh, they're stuck on the spike.
Stuck on the spike strip like Deadlow.
The middleweight rumble, a lot of fun, and there you see, still staying alive.
Hazard spinning around. Oh yeah.
Yeah, looking for somebody else to hit here. There it is.
Oh.
Well, there it is. When we come back, it's highlights for the big bad heavyweights
and the bigger, badder super heavyweights.
Does that not have a winner?
We're back with more of the greatest hits of the heavyweight tournament.
These robots really tore each other up, but it was a unanimous decision when we awarded the BattleBot Most Vicious Robot Award to the heavyweight champion, Vlad the Impaler.
That formidable forklift did more damage and upended more opponents than any other weapon on any other robot.
Look,
Vlad the Impaler.
Now overkill. Punjar going down, and finally tipping over Voltar for the championship.
Watch those Battlebots. The heavyweight that's going to be hunting down Vlad in the future is Mauler. We've heard Mauler's builders, the Tilford family, have been working hard on making the weapon system even more frightening and the electronics better protected so another incident like the Killer Hertz fight won't happen again.
Mauler's got a chance to wreak some more havoc right now. Let's see who's got nerve enough to participate in this heavyweight rumble.
Who's got nerve enough?
Introducing now the contestants.
Overkill. Monster. It's a lot of bots, isn't it? It's too many, I'd say. I think that's good.
Get all their names straight for us, because this is going to be a fun one.
Oh my goodness, lads.
Taking the head of Gnome right off the useless head.
The useless head? That's harsh. That's harsh.
Too many robots, Sean? I don't think so.
Never too many robots, especially since no hazards are deployed during these rumbles. It's just all out Ego Fest, getting it on. This
All
is
out Ego Fest.
Some of the names, there's Vlad the Impaler, who was the individual champion.
Oh, yeah. Oh, now there's Tazbot showing the strength of that lifting arm. Up and at him.
Yeah, that might not be his real head.
Some of the names, Punjar, you'll see Frenzy, Biohazard, Gamatron, they're all here, 18 of them in all.
Unless someone knows what that one was called and asks for it as a Bobot. Oh, it's gone over.
Early and often.
Oh, that's Vlad Pop picking up Moltar.
Remember those two met in the finals. Vlad's winning that one. Oh, he wants a little bit, huh? We'll pay that.
You want to go at and put you down. You want to be the king of the hill in this rumble. Frenzy, watch it.
Oh, Frenzy. Oh no, for himself, right?
Living up to his name is Frenzy.
Oh,
hey,
that's
we're
fun.
not finished. Look at Nightmare.
Nightmare gamely making his way around the ring, but he needs to get a pop from somebody to flip himself over. It's
That guy's just waddling around.
Gamatron looks like he's the official, just kind of walking around, making sure that there's Tazbot getting after Vlad a little bit.
Tazbot, he could help out. He could help out Nightmare there, flip him over.
You know, Bill, I ask this question now in these rumbles. Do all the people gang up and go after the individual champion just to get him out?
I think so, don't you think?
Oh, I don't think he's
Isn't that what you'd want to do?
No question about there's Tazbot on his back.
Even though he can flip himself over, we've seen it happen before.
Looking for a little assistance from another flipped over Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Oh dear.
This is
There
not
we go.
Elm Street. This is Fort Mason. It's
There we
the
go.
Battlebots. It's the
Will he
heavyweight
return the favor? No.
No, it's what I can do for me. There you
Oh,
see.
yeah.
Gamatron.
It's not gone well, is it?
He's kind of doing swimming on his side, that's all. Oh, look at that. Oh, 4 robots all piled up.
Vlad, Tazbot. Getting it on here. Biohazard jumps into the mix. Look at some of them now are incapacitated up against the wall there in those spike strips as the mainstays are right out here in the middle of the arena. Get it on Tazbot.
Oh,
Once
it's going
again,
over
takes
again.
a little punishment.
Flipped on his B-head. He'll be back. He'll get right over. There he is.
Vlad coming, giving an assistance here. We're down to the final few seconds. This great heavyweight rumble. It's all about ego. I love it.
Oh, all the heavyweights.
Right, there we
There's
go.
the buzzer. If you don't like the rumble, you're dead. That's it.
Well, they're not dead, and neither are we. And the super heavyweights, super highlights, are next on Comedy Central's
Everyone
Battlebots.
that doesn't like the rumble. They are unfortunately dead.
In the Comeback Robot of the Year category, the medal goes to Deadblow. Deadblow beats the hell out of Alien Gladiator with his rock chisel. Then, due to metal fatigue, his hammer snaps off. He still managed to shove his opponent around the ring, get the victory, and go all the way to the finals. That's why he's our Comeback Robot of the Year.
I hope you've enjoyed this BattleBots
What
tournament
was that,
like
a
we have.
comeback?
And if you're wondering what the future holds, well, Trey Roski and Greg Munson will give you a clue.
Oh yeah, if you could try.
It's not just all about the combat and tearing the other robot to smithereens. It's about learning and problem solving and being resourceful and figuring things out.
When you watch these robots and they're beating the living metal out of each other, it's funny.
Simple. It's not as hard as it looks. Just get some parts together, get a couple of friends, and build a robot. Do it.
We look forward to the next tournament, but for now, let's look back at what happened in the super heavyweight division.
The elite robot Minion was nobody's fool.
We're looking
He
forward
lost
to the
his
next
stall in
tournament.
his first match against Gray Matter. Didn't need it against the spring-loaded spike of Grendel in the quarterfinals. His quickness and power were godlike against Ramstein in the semis, and he gave Dual a free ride in the finals, vaulting him to the super heavyweight title.
The super heavyweights are awe-inspiring. We've got to give the BattleBots Medal of Honor for sheer artistry to Mechadon. He may not be the best fighter, but he does it with a style and grace that no other robot can match.
That's true. Mechadon is a beautiful
Yeah, this one
robot.
doesn't look
And you know
great
what's
until
great
the
about all
fight
the super
starts.
heavyweights, Sean? Surprisingly fast. Am I right?
Oh, there's no question about it. Very graceful for big fellas.
The super heavyweight to keep your eye on is Ronan. He moved up a weight class for this tournament. A little more experience, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
There are about 4 things that I really cherish in life.
Did Sun Tzu say
robotic
that?
combat, rock climbing, fly fishing, and sex. Not necessarily in that order.
What?
I think I'm a pretty damn good driver. My puppeteering that I do for my job coincides very closely with driving a robot, and it allows me to be pretty damn good. God, after I win, I feel great. You know, it's an amazing sensation. Of course, losing, complete opposite. You just feel the worst.
Just chill out a bit.
Team Sinister is bound by a code of honor that if any robot secrets would ever be revealed, we would take our own lives.
We leave Peter Abramson and Ronan with one last inspirational quote from a great Asian philosopher. Wax on, wax off.
Okay, well, we can take some things off the bingo there if we do it,
The victors have gotten their spoils, and now we pay homage to the rest.
We tip our hats to those brave BattleBots that valiantly entered the arena.
That is Team Cast too much. You're right, Donald, yeah.
Got sawed, and were conquered.
Oh God, indeed, yeah.
Rockbot 2000 was introduced to the kill saws by DOSBot and took a one-way flight to robot heaven.
With little to protect his intricate insides, Disposable Hero was no match for the bot shredder known as Backlash.
Was there any tenuous link between that robot and Sun Tzu, or was it? Did they just?
Prompt Critical could have used some CPR, cardio-pneumatic
It just
resuscitation.
made a bad
He
thing.
stalled out, and Mechadon went in for the kill.
Black Widow made its builder a widower, when Afterthought made the lightweight even lighter.
One swift whack from Hazard's rotating steel bar was all it took to turn Peg Leg into nothing more than a wounded filing cabinet.
Ziggo showed no mercy as he deposited a badly hobbled missing link on the kill sauce for a crowd-pleasing BattleBots execution.
And finally, the decapitation of Gnome 2 by that brutal Brit Kilohertz. So tonight, we say goodbye to the fallen steel heroes who were willing to risk it all so that we could ooh, ah, and shout, "Man, did you see that? He tore his friggin' arm off!"
We're going to see a lot of surprises next season. There's a lot of interest in this exciting sport, and we've got some videotape of a new builder who's working on his killer robot. Take a peek.
And then you'll throw acid into the eyes of my competitor. Got it? Oh, hey! Jay Leno here, working on my own personal entry for the BattleBot competition in Vegas, or Las Vegas, if you're not familiar with the town. I just want to say, Vlad the Impaler, Ginsu, all you other BattleBots, you're going down, right? Yeah.
Well, that's it for Comedy Central's first BattleBots tournament.
Yeah, look at
Hope you've
Jay.
enjoyed it as much as we have. For Donna D'Erico, Randy and Jason Sklar, Bill
Yeah,
Nye,
beautiful
and
if you had a
everyone
little
behind the
accident.
scenes at BattleBots, I'm Sean Salisbury.
And I've got a tear in my eye. I'm Bill Dwyer. We leave you now with the greatest shots from BattleBots.
Okay, well, Bill's upset.
Maniac machines fight to the bitter end on BattleBots. Stick around for another episode next, only on Comedy Central.
Would you like to stick around for another episode? Maybe with some original fights in.
Do not construct or operate a robot or BattleBot without proper supervision.
Okay, let me find it. Let me find another episode. Let me find another episode. Okay. Hope people have enjoyed tonight's Bobots. Where is it? Here. Oh no, I don't like who I've seen in the thumbnail. Don't like who I've seen in the thumbnail. Got some mayo advice? That would be good. That always welcome, Big Papa. Okay, here we go. It's season 2, episode 1.
Las Vegas may be big enough to hold the Eiffel Tower, the Sphinx, and the New York City skyline. But this city just hit the jackpot. BattleBots, the biggest name in robotic combat, has come screeching into town, and Las Vegas is about to explode.
Oh no. Yeah, that was good of them, wasn't it? Early first. A lot of people are saying E.
This is Battlebots, where the strong survive and the losers die.
It's made with my spit bumper. I might try that. Is it nice? That's what you just said, isn't it?
Season of Battlebots. Good evening, everybody. I'm Sean Salisbury, and strap yourselves in and prepare to be astounded by the display of power and destruction. Tonight, names like Toe Crusher and Chinchilla, Vlad the Impaler, War Machine, and Evil Fish Tank, yes, Evil Fish Tank are going to bring their saws, wedges, spikes, hammers, and wanton destruction into the battle box. We've got more ramming and slamming, more steel-bending madness, and more fighting robots than ever before. And as always, to help shout it out from the rooftops, my partner, Mr. Bill Dwyer.
Yeah, here we go, buddy. This is what it's all about.
Here we go,
this
buddy.
is Comedy Central Sports. We're going to be joined by Randy and Jason Sklar and our technical expert, Bill Nye.
Oh, good. All the lads are back together. Oh, that's good.
Family. We welcome our newest correspondent, the lovely Heidi Mark, into the BattleBots family.
Hello, Heidi.
Gotta tell you, I've seen the technologists making their last-minute adjustments, and as they prepare for battle, you know what? I'm ready for some robot fighting. So let's check out the newest technology in robotic combat.
The big one in front here is War Machine. This is a 300-pound robot. This one right here.
I don't think any of the Battlebots presenters have made it onto into a peak pick yet. And maybe that's good. Pete Sklars or Bill Nye. Bill Dwyer.
Middleweight Scrap Daddy 110 Junior.
What is that?
Scrap Daddy 210 Bad Boy. Big heavyweight Big Daddy Scrap Daddy 325.
My name is Jerome Miles. I'm the leader of Team Duct Tape. This is my robot Sublime 2.
Hi, I'm Wolfie from Team UFO. This is Scrap Metal, and although we don't look very menacing right now, just wait until later.
My name is Derek Young. This is my new robot, Link Control.
This is our robot, El Diablo. He's got deep drive, the spinning barrel of death, and
the spinning barrel of death.
Mauler 5150
yeah, it was a bit, wasn't it?
A lot more awesome machine than the original Mauler.
Hi, I'm Norm Muzzy. This is Marvel of Engineering.
This is the Levolution Weapons of Mass Construction 110 Soldier.
Oh,
wedge
that's...
has this going for it. It's got the wedge design to pick the other guy up and take him to the
Is that a joke to be making in whatever year this is?
Same top and bottom. If somebody gets involved in the treads, they get involved in the spinning blades of death.
Is this who's been donating for this?
New robots are in for a taste of death and destruction if Peter Lambertson has his way. He's the master of disaster, Dr. Doom of the BattleBox, and he has a whole bunch of new terrifying toys to make life a living hell.
Oh, he's the guy that presses the buttons.
What innovation? Bill Nye's in the BattleBox with Peter for a first-hand look.
So this is the Pulverizer, an innovation this year.
You'd love this in action, Bill.
Wow, look at the Pulverizer.
Spinners are made so that when a robot comes, it hits it, kind of misdirects them. We created some special blades, there's special teeth on them. They'll take a robot and just throw it right across the arena.
So this is the battle box surface is polycarbonate material.
Right, it's a Lectium type of material that's super strong.
So if I did this, it wouldn't hurt it.
No.
Folks, I know you agree. Those are some nasty-looking changes in the battle box. And some maniacal-looking new robots, Bill.
You know what I say, maniacal is good. These robots have come to fight. Las Vegas was made for fighting robots. Take
you know what Bill says? Maniacal's good, yeah, big.
BattleBots right now. Everyone's asking for it. Getting a lot of action on it. Odds are moving up and down all the time.
Joe Lupo is the sportsbook manager at the Stardust Resort.
Just see the odds there. Right, let's not get into this.
Joe Lupo is the sportsbook manager at the Stardust Resort and Casino.
They look short considering how many robots are in this and how easily you can go wrong.
Most wide open. Right now, Million's still the favorite at 5-2. Second is Duo at 3-1. Ramstein at 7-2, and followed up by Snake at 7-1. Ramstein open as a 3-1, now 7-2 favorite. Corey Klein's a rocket scientist for crying out loud. Got to be one of the favorites. Good bet to bet Ramstein to win this division. Heavyweights of Vlad the Impaler looks like the big favorite, even money.
Happy to lay Vlad at even.
Voltron at 4-1. Killer Hertz at 5-1 on the long shot. Iron Eagle lungs on the board at 20-1. A good long shot at 20-1. Middleweight, another big favorite, Dead Blow at 5-2. The Master at 4-1, being a newcomer. Not sure how it's going to fare in this competition. Blade Runner right behind it at 4-1. Pretty evenly competition. If one of those
Comedy
knock out
World.
Dead Blows, those are going to be the favorites. Followed by
Is that my
Buddy
King of
Lee,
Thailand?
playing
Oh, look at this, lad.
The long shot in the middleweight division, Buddy Lee don't play in the street. Created by a couple women. They devised it. They're going to operate it.
couple
And see how
of
they
women.
do. The thing about this is, don't underestimate
Why
it.
has he
It looks
said
like
that?
A kid's story. They come out, might knock your socks off. A couple bucks might win you a couple $100. We'll see what happens. Lightweight backlash, another big favorite to win this category. The lightweight competition, even money favorite. Ziggo at 3-1, followed by Beta Raptor at 6-1, and a long shot in this category. Make a Tenamushi long shot.
Oh,
12-1.
look at
Teenager getting a lot of exposure. Was on Leno. He loves it, but it's a long shot. A lot of excitement about Battlebots. I think people are going to want to know when you watch it, bet on it, get a good shot at trying to get a winner.
Toe Crusher, kick some ass. I got some big money on you.
Yeah, there you heard it, and there you have it. The odds makers have spoken. And now we know who the favorites, the underdogs, and the long shots are.
And I would be betting my wife's salary on Vlad the Impaler, except gambling on the BattleBots competition is illegal, unethical, and I already lost my wad at the pie gow table. I can't figure it out. Pie gow?
It's not illegal.
The all-new season of BattleBots is just moments
We
away.
just
When
saw
we
it.
come back,
We just saw
Jay
how you could do
Leno
it
Leno's
legally.
Chinchilla, and a revamped Mecha Tantamushi takes on newcomers.
Was that some
Evil
underworld
Fish
casino?
Inside the BattleBots. All across the free world, people are pumped up.
I like the ones that are really low to the ground because they're really hard to flip over.
It's just so much fun to see the
Was that us?
destruction and the metal flying, and it's great.
Coming to Sydney, yeah, it's a BattleBots, dude. Yeah.
Even sacred wedding vows take a back seat to BattleBots.
Good luck, Killer Hertz. Love you, Killer
It's a sport that's going worldwide.
Merci beaucoup.
Bot kick, bot, yeah!
Yeah.
For more information on BattleBots and how you can enter a fighting robot in the BattleBots competition, log on to battlebots.com.
This is BattleBots. It's a sport that has swept the nation and is set for
Okay, I'm
world
excited for
domination.
season 2.
Robotic combat is the only warfare that everyone wants to see go global. Just ask the folks across the pond in merry old England.
Oh, good. It's
Killer
us.
Hertz is coming back, and this time, he's not alone.
Yeah, you guys better watch out in the US, because here come our UK boys, and they're going to really sort you out. They're going to ream, steam, and dry clean you.
First stop, the southeast coast of England. Right.
Exactly.
He's 7-year-old Joe Watts.
Oh, look
This
who it
tiny
is.
terror stands 3'0" next to his bot, bigger brother.
I'm the captain with Team Big Brother, and don't mess with me. I may be cute, but I'm tough. The Nightmare in Metal and has this great flipper.
In Derby, the lunatic lads behind suicidal tendencies actually use tanks and armored vehicles for personal transportation.
The lunatic
Nothing
lads.
these boys won't do.
If we can destroy it, we'll try it. And if it's dangerous, we'll try it. And if there's a risk of electrocuting someone or us, we'll try it.
What do we reckon Martin Jeffries up to now?
Nice cup of tea.
Good luck, lads. All the best to you.
Yeah, good
In
luck,
South
lads.
Wales, Kim Davies and his bot, Panic Attack.
Oh, I like they've got a little trailer. That's
the Americans
nice.
are all grunt and damage, aren't they? It's totally different to the British. We're sort of more stealthy, we're quicker, we're zippier. We think about what we're doing.
In Stafford, the British robot builders never miss the opportunity to mix
boo.
metal madness and plenty of alcohol.
Oh,
They meet once a month to talk shop.
This is
then go out
lads.
back behind the pub for a little illegal robot cockfighting.
Why do we come here? Because we get drunk and then we fight robots, and it's much funnier.
Of course, in England, we drink much stronger beer than you people out in the colonies.
This is the most lads it's ever
The world
been.
community getting excited about technology.
This is the most lads it's ever been. Look at this.
People out in the colonies.
I'm sorry about the racism. Well, is it race? Yeah, no, colonialism is the epitome of racism, isn't it? Look at this. It's the most lads it's ever been. I hope so, Spiffy.
I love to see the world community getting excited about technology and mechanical mayhem. And tonight, even Hollywood is itching to mix it up. The Tonight Show's Jay Leno is here, and Heidi Mark is with him. Heidi?
Give us a little inside scoop. What's going to be your strategy this time with the chinchilla?
Well, the strategy, obviously, is to flip the other guy over, and then the blades will destroy him. So that's basically the strategy.
Well, how much RAM exactly does your machine have?
Well, it weighs 450 pounds. It can ram pretty hard.
Are you really into computers and electronics?
No, I'm not into computers at all. I'm into, I like machinery.
It does sound like it, doesn't it?
Computers don't really interest me. I like machines and things that move, things that roll and explode and make noise. That's what I like.
So, have you run into that big bad Ginsu while you're here yet?
I have seen the Ginsu. Unfortunately, I am not here to make julienne fries, nor am I here to slice, dice, or make little onion squares.
So how is your robot controlled? Is it a joystick? Is it a...
Hey, hey.
Did you do any updates to your robot?
What was that bit?
We have done some updates. We put a nick in it every time we destroy another robot.
Like notches on the bedpost kind of vibe?
She does seem bored, doesn't she?
Well, again, I don't want to get into your area.
You know that the championships go after the coveted golden nut.
The golden nut. What guy wouldn't love a set of these, huh? What guy wouldn't want a set of golden nuts? That's what I'm working for.
Hey, I'm all for kidding around, but Mr. Funnyman's going to be crying in his dressing room if he doesn't get very serious about this fight.
Well, still to come is
I don't think Bill is all for kidding around.
Vlad the Impaler, the former champion, battles Mjolnir. And Toe Crusher scraps with no tolerance too. And Ginsu sharpens his blade and his wit against Jay Leno's chinchilla.
Meet Grant Imahara. By day, the genius model
Am I gonna have to put my
behind the
face on
Energizer
that?
Bunny. By night, he's the man behind the BattleBot Deadblow.
I supervise the Energizer Bunny crew. I'm the driver. And
Oh,
the person
wow, he
that does
drives the Energizer
arm beating
Bunny.
and stick twirl and the feet. And a third operator does the head look to camera.
Am I going to have to make an Energizer
Bunny?
Bunny?
As deadly as my robot. I think the bunny, as a competitor, should have a couple kill saws pop out of the drum when it goes after people. I've thought about that many times.
Maybe yeah.
Do not construct or operate a robot or BattleBot without proper supervision.
Yeah, that...
Welcome back, everyone. You ready?
Don't I look ready?
You look ready. Bill's got the breakdown on this season's debut battle.
Lisa Winter adds the word mecha to her capture bot, Tenemushi, and replaces its internal buzzsaw with a grappling hook. And she may be only 14, but she is a great driver. After winning the middleweight nut last season with Hazard, Dan Danik and Tony Bucciani introduced Evil
we're going to see Dan again.
They plan to use their lifting
Evil
ramp wedge
Fish
to
Tank.
drown the competition in a sea of pain.
You know, every sport has its superstars, and our Lisa Winter is quickly becoming
I have
one
other
of those.
interests is fizzing up the stream with £2.
Season, Lisa and her
Leno
bud spent their
J. Z.
off-season
Bunny.
basking in the
Leno
glory and
J.
fame of BattleBots.
It's a bunny,
and
yeah,
then
that's good.
Hollywood came knocking. Jay Leno flew Lisa and family to Tinseltown to appear on his show, but first, the winners are seeing the sights.
That's good.
After sightseeing, Lisa and family are whisked off to NBC to get ready for the big show.
Okay, I'm at the Tonight Show, and here's my name on the door. Ooh, Lisa Winter at the Tonight Show. My own bathroom. There's been lots of cool things that happened to me coming to Hollywood. I got picked up in this fancy little limo car, and everyone's asking you if you want a drink, and they always bring you all these waters, and people bring you more food. Here I am at the Tonight Show, and here I go.
Tell us about your robot. It doesn't look fierce.
It's Tentomushi, which means ladybug in Japanese.
Tentomushi.
Yeah.
Looks harmless till you get close.
All right, it's time. The battle is about to begin. We've got a new season and a brand new scoring system.
That's right. 3 judges will award 15 points each. 5 points for strategy, 5 for aggression, and another 5 for damage
Yeah, a little
inflicted.
limo is
So
just
who
a
wins?
car, isn't it?
The
Yeah.
bot with the most points, or the robot that's not in a smoldering heap in the middle of the battle box?
Thank you so much, Bill. The robots and their builders are getting ready. Let's go box side.
Let's go box side.
What's new on the robot? And how's that going to affect the strategy in the match?
All right, we'll see these guys in the ring. They're folk heroes.
You got it. Let's get down to the arena where Mark Biro has the introduction.
Yeah, let's just hope he's doing the same way as last time.
in the red square to my right, hungry for a steaming bowl of pneumatic chowder, here is Evil Fish Tank.
And they are hungry to be the first bot to
That's such a tame robot to be called Evil Fish Tank, isn't it?
If you were a fish, she'd turn you into sushi. Please give it up for Mecha Tentamushi.
Oh, good one, Mark. Good one, Mark.
The box is locked, the lights are on.
Good poem.
Once again, robot fighting time.
Yeah.
Tentamushi. An Evil Fish Tank. Tentamushi to your right, Evil Fish Tank to the left. You're going to see all kinds of hazards.
You were a fish, you turn you into sushi. It's time to meet Mecha Tentamushi.
Take a look at that now. Evil Fish Tank comes
Come
out
on.
the aggressive side, but
Oh.
Tentamushi trying to find Evil Fish Tank, having trouble locating early in this fight. And there's Fish Tank with the leverage trying to get underneath Tentamushi.
And is underneath.
You could do the Pobot Evil Fish Tank, but fish is spelt with a silent PH.
Spike strips, they're all around the arena and the Battlebots floor. There'll be pulverizers that'll come out at any time. As we see again,
And it's like it's a fishing scam.
There's the pulverizer. There you go. With the great leverage now by Evil Fish Tank is Tentamushi on the kill.
Oh.
And you see part of Tentamushi fly around, including those antennas that really don't matter.
They don't mean a thing except they look good.
Oh. Oh.
3 judges, 15 points apiece, 45-point must system. Got to give 45 at the 3-minute bout as we see them both trying to find their way around this arena and be on the aggressive part. And there you see Evil Fish Tank again. Little hits like that score points in Battlebots.
Evil Fish Tank clearly the aggressor in this fight. Mecha Tentamushi not driving too well, Sean, and usually does a good driver.
Yes, Lisa Winter at 14 has been a good driver.
What? It doesn't seem to be. Oh, it's flattened the top of it. It's been pulverized.
We're inside a minute and a half to go in this bout. It's lightweight, it's Tentamushi, and it's Evil Fish Tank, and it looks to me like Evil Fish Tank.
Yeah, it is, isn't it, unfortunately.
Along with the kill saws on the arena floor. Evil Fish Tank right now on my scorecard leads in points. A favorite is Lisa Winter, but look at Evil Fish Tank.
It just doesn't seem very effective, unfortunately.
Once again scoring points.
Lisa driven into the hazard.
45 seconds to go now in this lightweight bout.
Got Mecha Tentamushi right there.
Now, you know, it's going to take a knockout.
It's a shame because I like it, but it doesn't seem to have much of a weapon under the ladybird, and it doesn't seem to have the pushing power to sort of control the other robot. Oh.
Almost with the help of the kill saws. Flip Mecha Tentamushi.
Yeah, but is it actually grappling it? It just doesn't seem to be able to control the other robot, does it?
And right now, Evil Fish Tank using the hazards to the best of his ability, drives the Tentamushi all over the arena, points racking up for Evil Fish Tank. As here's the buzzer, this fight is over. That's how you're supposed to start the season. Bill, take us through the highlights.
Okay, Evil Fish Tank covered here by Mecha Tentamushi, but using that powerful motor to drive Mecha Tentamushi into the spike strip right there. That was after going over the kill saws. And now driving Mecha Tentamushi to the pulverizer, where pulverization occurs.
You love that violence. Let's go down to the Battlebots arena for the decision in this lightweight bout. To 15 decision for the red square, Evil Fish Tank.
That's how I saw it on my card, Sean.
There you have it, Evil Fish Tank with the upset victory over Mecha Tentamushi. And when we return, we'll have the battle stats.
I can't remember Big Poppy, but probably.
Popping action right here on Battlebots.
Probably.
Meet Jamie Heineman. By day, he's the genius model maker behind Nike's puppet, Little Penny. By night, he's the man behind the Battlebot Blendo.
We've done over 20 commercials with using Little Penny for Nike, and we even sew his clothing here. He's got maybe a $50,000 wardrobe.
Clothes make the man, but Blendo the Battlebot has a special place in Jamie's heart.
I've gotten a lot of satisfaction out of operating Little Penny over the years, but it's Nike's. Blendo's mine. Blendo's my baby.
Welcome back to BattleBots, everyone. We need to get right to the battle stats.
Penny Hardaway was no bit better than Underwood. Okay, thank you, Adamattium.
Pulverizer,
That is
outscoring
useful
𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕
context.
6-1 in hazard damage.
Oh, look at these new
now,
graphics.
𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 did have one escape, got in a few good hits, but Evil Fish Tank dominated in the hits department as well, 12-3.
Yep, and Evil Fish Tank is moving on. Let's go down box side.
So, Lisa, you added some things to your robot, but obviously...
You're going to get a bashed up ass. Oh, no!
I added the spikes on top, but that was just for decoration, and a hook underneath. So what are you going to do differently for, you know, future rounds? Just improve it, I guess. Have the same concept.
You took the crowd out of it early by taking her over to the hammers. Do you attribute it to driving power? It looks like you had a little more than her.
Absolutely. This thing had a lot of power.
He's putting the high into high,
yeah.
Does it feel good to power a 14-year-old girl around the ring?
No, it felt good to power a robot into the arena, though.
That's the distinction right there. And it was victory for you guys was as easy as shooting fish in an Evil Fish Tank. Come on.
So it's Evil Fish Tank with a big upset over BattleBot's sweetheart, 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕. And just like that, Lisa Winter is out of the tournament.
But don't worry. We never run out of robots hell-bent on beating the gears out of each other. The night continues with super heavyweight Snake and War Machine duking it out.
No.
Against Brit Bigger Brother, and Jay Leno's Chinchilla heads into the box as the BattleBot season gets underway.
It's going to be another fine season of busting bolts inside the battle box. So for Randy and Jason Squaw, Bill Nye, and the lovely Heidi Mark, I'm Sean Salisbury.
And I'm Bill Dwyer. Stay tuned as Comedy Central Sports kicks up a whole new season
of BattleBots. It's good though, Battlebots, isn't it? It's good. Oh, that's Heidi.
You're watching Comedy Central. Stay tuned for more of the rabid robots of BattleBots. Next.
Well, that's good painting. Do people want another episode, or is everyone got to go to bed? People got to be up for school. It's only 5 p.m. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Yeah, yeah. Big Papa wants another one. I have other interests. Happy to watch more. Yeah, all right. Let's watch another one.
There's a storm warning in Las Vegas because the BattleBots are here to reign. Tonight on Comedy Central, the bots are back for the start of a whole new season full of thundering jolts and lightning bolts. The malicious Mauler 5150 looks to make a mess of a new challenger.
Yeah, sorry about the E.
To transform the heavyweight division into his own personal slaughterhouse. Las Vegas will never be the same after the destruction that's about to go down.
What will the weapon be? I'm sorry to hear that, Adamattium. I like a good flipper. I think a good flipper is my favourite weapon.
This Comedy Central Sports presentation of BattleBots is brought to you by the United States Army. Be all you can be.
I'm not sponsored by the
Army. You are
Army.
looking live at the All-American Sport Park here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the site for another season's worth of decapitation and total robot annihilation. Welcome to BattleBots, everyone. I'm Sean Salisbury alongside my partner, Bill Dwyer.
Last season, Mauler stood alone as the most destructive robot in the land. Tonight, we'll see if that penchant for pain runs in the family as Mauler 5150 goes on the warpath.
Break this fight down for us.
Supreme Commander Charles Tilford's Demon Seed Mauler 5150 is 7 times faster and even more powerful than his bot-beaten daddy. Father and son Ian and Joe Watts of Brighton, England, teamed up to build Bigger Brother, who hopes to use a gas-powered ram flipper to turn the BattleBot world upside down. Behind Mauler 5150, though, there's a whole family with bad intentions. We sent our beauty Heidi Mark out to tame the beast within one of them, General Morgan Tilford. Take a look.
I've heard all about those crazy Tilfords and their robot, Mauler 5150.
That was sexist, wasn't it?
They appear a little on the wild side, in need of some domestication before the big battle in Vegas. And I have the perfect plan.
Heidi. What's up?
Hi, Supreme Commander Tilford. Can General Morgan come out and play with me?
Sure, here he is.
Thank you.
Oh, Heidi, what's going on? What are you doing here?
I have the biggest surprise planned for you. Just come
okay,
on,
let's go.
Just come on.
Let's go.
I think General Morgan could use a little fine dining etiquette lesson. I'm taking him to restaurant 231 Ellsworth, where my friend James Callahan will enlighten him.
Heidi, nice to see you.
You too.
I'm James. Nice to meet you.
General Morgan.
You would use the cork only to see if the wine wouldn't actually smell it. I won't tell you anything.
I don't know.
What you would do is look at the cork to make sure there's not moisture seeping down the edge of it.
Gotcha.
It's done its job. You can tell, in this case, very obviously.
Can we drink it now?
Absolutely. For this dish, you start with your outside fork, which is the smaller, and the outside knife, which is smaller as well. Oftentimes, you won't have a larger and a smaller knife. In this case, you do. You work from the outside in.
All right, etiquette, schmetiquette. Who am I kidding?
Etiquette,
Man, I
schmetiquette.
can't remember any of those etiquette rules, but who cares? I've got Heidi Martin beer. Yeah, hot tub limo.
Oh,
yeah. Battlebots. What a lifestyle.
Just about go time for Bigger Brother and Mahler 5150 in a heavyweight throwdown. Let's go box side.
So what exactly are you going to do in the ring with your robot? We're going to try and stop the other robots and spinning. And then we're going to flip them up and do anything we like with them. And we flip them up.
Well, cool. Good luck.
Should be a volatile mix of two dangerously different
Show
styles.
Well, let's
soldier
see which one
indeed.
wins out. Let's go down to Mark Beer.
Why didn't you take little Joe to the restaurant? Or the hot tub?
He'll put you in a deadly headlock and squeeze you until you beg for mercy because he's Bigger Brother. And in the blue square, he'll trash you, he'll mash you, he'll mangle and crash bash you. Introducing Mauler.
Does 5150 mean something in America?
The last 20 years.
Mauler, with his design and engineering, looking for the quick knockout.
Yep, looking for it. Well, the box is locked, the lights are on. It's robot fight time. Double heavyweights are going to get it on. Mahler 5150.
It's a grade of steel. Thank you, Edward.
Mahler 5150 is one of the heavy favorites in this competition. You see him come out right there to the left with those spinning rods.
And Mahler's up to speed
What does it mean,
already, Sean.
grade?
Bigger, oh man! He looks unstable, Sean.
He looks unbalanced, looks like a lopsided football.
Oh, shit.
Look at him with a little help from the spinners. He's on his back.
Oh, dear.
A big disadvantage. And here comes the pulverizers down.
Oh, we're going to get pulverized.
He wanted more power in this Mahler, and more power flipped himself over. He's having a hard time coming back.
Well,
Look
you
at
can
the
see he
pulverizers.
lost one of his steel flails, one of those chisels that spins around. That made him unbalanced, Sean.
Oh, no,
He's
still
just out of
going.
reach of the pulverizers. And if you watch Bigger Brother, really no need to attack right now.
But why not? You've got to attack
You don't need to attack because he eliminates himself. As he heard you up here in the booth, the pulverizers have hammered.
Oh, yeah, now it's got fire coming out of it.
Now this
Well,
one,
smoke.
remember, 3 minutes until incapacitation, and right now, Mahler 5150 looks incapacitated.
He is
dominated.
This thing is just a thing of destructive beauty now,
Oh, good.
Sean. Time to tear away.
Nice
the
cheery
silver
name for your
There they are,
robot.
and I'll tell you what, the excitement going on for the Watch family, the same thing.
Oh, is that the mum? You never get to see. She never appeared on UK Robot Wars, has she?
And then the gentle Watch family. Okay, here's the collision. Big Brother gets the better of this one. That is a piece of Mahler
nice
that
they
goes
took it
flying.
to
His
America.
steel flail. He becomes unbalanced, starts spinning, and then the spinner in the battle box floor puts him over the edge. There he goes, onto his back.
Gold.
And that is it for Mahler.
Let's go to the box for the official decision.
1 minute, 20 seconds. The winner by knockout in the red square, Bigger Brother.
And I got to give it up for the Tilford family, gracious in defeat. Hard to believe, but the Tilfords are out. Bigger Brother gets 3 hits and 1 pin in his short but sweet victory. One last shove in the kill cell was enough to finish off
How
a
did he
badly
get
damaged
21
Mahler.
hits?
They won.
Oh, he got hit
Congratulations. Are you
21
happy?
times. Sorry.
It's one of the biggest upsets in BattleBot history.
Are you happy to go on to the next round?
Yes.
Are you happy, proud of your mom and dad?
Yes.
Which do you like better, your mom or your dad?
I like purple dad.
Moving on to the next round.
Yeah, bigger brother's moving on, and while Mahler's finished, we've got plenty left. Snake looks to put the bite on War Machine.
Oh, look at this.
Don't go away.
Hello, King of
Construct or
Time.
operate a robot or BattleBot without proper supervision.
Oh no! Someone's got the hospital.
For more information on BattleBots and how you can enter a fighting robot in
Watching
the
some-
BattleBots competition,
Yeah, it was the British kids on US robots, yeah. He's more terrifying in America.
Welcome back to Comedy Central's BattleBots, everyone. Our next match features two brand new super heavyweights, and they're both unholy terrors. Bill, break it down for us.
Mark Satrakian's robot is a gigantic
this.
metal snake. It's got a big claw and a bigger drill, plus a new propulsion system. Question is, can it fight? War Machine is the newest creation from the diabolical lab of Team Delta. They want to take advantage of this ill-willed wedge's
Oh,
quickness.
Dan, do you have to
then
be on
use that
everything?
razor-sharp pneumatic lifter to get under Snake's skin.
Just a few minutes ago, our Bill Nye had a chance to sit down with the Snake's creator, the legendary Mark Satrakian.
Now, Mark, you are the creator of Mechadon. You got the snake.
Yes, that's right.
The snake's running now.
The snake is running, yes. It's just started running. Got it running last night about 2 in the morning, and it's ready. It's ready for something. Ready to show what it can do.
And you haven't spent a lot of time driving the snake.
No.
Actually, probably none.
Yeah, well,
None at all.
just a few minutes last night.
So what's your strategy with the snake?
Well, the strategy is going to be to basically get it out into the
That's
arena.
fine, Dan.
And when the opponent attacks, to try to grab him and use the
Snake him
Punisher
to
to
the
drive
saw.
him. Yeah.
Go out there and snip him.
The violent world of Bill Nye, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to find out who gets snipped in a moment. Let's go box side.
Well, you guys have a tough opponent. How are you going to attack him?
We're going to use a strategy that Mark used on an opponent 5 years ago. We're going to repeatedly hit him in one place over and over and over again and try to break one thing.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Hope you guys can do it.
I'm worried about what Dan's
We're all set
apologising
for
for.
Snake and War Machine. I'm fired up for some action. Mark Biro has the introduction.
Introducing, in the red square, we'd all be living in the Garden of Eden if it wasn't for this cold-blooded bastard. It's the magnificent Snake!
What an intro!
Introducing, in the red square, we'd all be living in the Garden of Eden if it wasn't for this cold-blooded bastard. It's the magnificent Snake!
Yeah, CBB in the chat.
And in the blue square,
Americans love
this
saying
robot
bastard though,
will
don't they?
crash
It's not really a swear to them.
and bash, but it's strictly for the cash. Make your selection and place your wagers on War Machine.
Red Driver, are you ready? Red Driver is ready. Blue Driver, are you ready? We are ready.
Oh, of course, because you're Dan. Sorry, Dan. I get it. That's fine, it's not your fault. He's been on bloody everything though, hasn't he? He's been on all the episodes of this. He started presenting Robotica. Oh, look at this cold-blooded bastard. It can't do anything.
The War Machine, Bill, kind of just waiting as Snake trying to slither his way on to the BattleBots arena, get things rolling here.
Snake kind of a writhe bot, Sean, with
A
two
writhe
weapons,
bot.
the drill and the claw and back.
But with the slow,
Oh, look at his front claw. I mean, it's beautiful again, isn't it? Like his other thing. But it's useless.
Drive him into the spike strip. Isn't that the best place to attack Snake?
Right in the
there
center,
middle of the
huh?
body?
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? He moved him pretty easily right into that spike strip.
Doing it again now.
Snake showing some
Oh, it looks like it's on fire.
Already smoking.
Now he's
Snake
showing
smoking.
some smoke.
Take a look at this War Machine. Very methodical, not unloading on Snake. But now there you go, a nice punishment. But
Yeah, anyone want to donate for cold-blooded bastards? Hey.
Snake Satrakian, get out of this one.
Snake's still alive. He's got to hope and pray that he can get that claw around War Machine.
And racking up points 5 and 6 times now. This hit Snake where Snake is defenseless for the most part and really has no offensive weapons if War Machine will continue to stay away from its front and its tail. Snake is
Yeah, I think you're right.
stuck up against the spike strip.
Yeah, it couldn't live up to the intro, could it?
trying to free himself up.
It's hard to imagine that this thing is what's doomed all humanity, isn't it?
It's the most methodical destruction I've seen in a
Makes us feel like right
The thing about this, if this continues to go like this, War Machine's going to be fine for the next bout because the punishment you take in each fight, you have to get ready to fight again quickly, and War Machine's not having a lot of wear and tear against Snake here.
No.
It looks good, does Snake, but I'll tell you what, not real offensive or defensive for that matter.
I was getting pulverized now.
Look at this now. The pulverizer trying to hammer some Snake also.
And getting a good pounding on the Snake.
A little pulverizer overhead cam there. This is 3 minutes to tell destruction. And it's been all War Machine as Snake has mounted no offensive attack. There you see Mark's subtracting as he's being counted down now, Bill.
He was having a remote problem, Sean. He was telling me he's got to operate Snake now like a big puppet. Didn't work for this fight.
This fight is over.
Well done, Dan.
All right, here it is. Check it out. War Machine rolling up on Snake. And now he's smoking him. And as if Snake wasn't getting bullied enough by War Machine, look at the new and even more devastating pulverizer getting into the act. Snake getting his tail stomped.
Yeah, that was absolute slaughter. Let's go down to the official decision.
26 seconds. The winner by a knockout in the blue square, War Machine.
War Machine really untested and healthy and moving on. Let's check out the battle stats, Bill.
Battle stats tell all. 18 hits for War Machine, 0 for Snake. Throwing the weapons and hazard damage, and you're looking at one rattled Snake.
They've cleaned up the reptile mess. Let's go down box side.
What do you think was the key to victory for you guys?
Power, just strict power.
Well,
Mark has a very complex
yours was
control
built
system on
for
the
the
Snake.
competition,
It takes a
wasn't
while
it?
to get your brain around it.
You know what? In the schoolyard game of rock, paper, scissors, shovel always beats Snake. These guys are moving on.
So do you subscribe to that you make robots as an extension of yourself?
No.
Okay, I had to ask.
Nice try.
If so, I'd like to get to know you better.
Oh,
yes, that's
dear.
our Heidi Mark. So War Machine moves on, and Snake heads to that big
And he
junkyard
did not look amused, did he?
We'll see
He
where
wanted to
Coach
talk about
Buster and
hydraulics or
Tolerance
something,
wind up
didn't he?
when we return. Las Vegas. Shiny, exciting, provocative.
Maybe it's
Throwing
not
brutally
like
violent,
maybe
we're
it's
talking
not something
about
she's done on
BattleBots.
purpose.
Welcome
though,
back, everyone,
maybe
to
she was
this
just
Comedy
hanging around and there was a lot of
Central
exhaust
Sports
fumes or
of
something.
BattleBots. In just a moment, Toe Crusher and No Tolerance 2, they'll be getting it on.
And as if robots pounding each other wasn't good enough already, this fight features the debut of a cool addition to Comedy Central sports coverage, the Slam Cam.
Well, let's see the fight cards.
Hellacious builder Kristen Karlberg teams up with Jessica Learbaum to deploy the Warhammer and Spike of Toe Crusher. Stefan Nook's Stompbot, No Tolerance 2, looks to use his saw
Is
to
what
cut
they
a
said,
path to
Curtis,
the
isn't
nut.
it?
He's going to have to avoid the
Yeah,
hammer
maybe she
and
heard
make his attacks quick
hydroponics.
and deadly.
To hear from our crew, let's go down to the arena.
You guys, you got the Slam Cam on the robot this time. What's the strategy as you go into this next battle?
Strategy is keep them in front of us, keep them away from our legs, and cut them up.
Team
This isn't a
No
walking robot, is
Tolerance.
it?
Sure is.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they are saying
It's
Slam
the only
Cam a lot,
lightweight- the only
aren't they?
lightweight walkie.
But
Okay.
how much does it weigh?
Wheeled robots
Yeah,
weigh
everyone's
58
saying
pounds,
Slam
stomp
Cam,
bots weigh
aren't they?
87.
Well, there's one thing that No Tolerance won't tolerate, and that's losing.
One has speed, the other has size.
So we're gonna
one
donate
moves
for
on,
Plan
the other
Cam.
one dies.
Poetry in motion. Let's go to the battle box for our poet, Mark Bureau.
In the red
Oh, here we
square
go.
to my right. He's got problems. He's got issues. He's got a hankering for scar tissue.
Oh,
Here
nice,
is
nice.
Toe Crusher.
Slam
Karlberg,
Cam.
one of the builders and adept drivers who's been with battle bots since its
Ain't no
inception.
mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough to keep him from beating the crap out of you. Introducing No Tolerance.
Yeah, they're good poems.
Graffiti jab at Toe Crusher.
The lights are on. It's robot fighting time. To your left is Toe Crusher. To your right, No Tolerance 2.
Oh, look at this thing.
Toe Crusher right now on the aggressive, trying to pin No Tolerance up against those boards and use that spike to knock him around.
Get the two
That was
weapons,
good, wasn't
Sean.
it?
Oh, there's our Slam Cam getting a good view of the action.
So
Look at
what was
this.
the Slam
It looks
Cam?
to me like
Oh, this is
Toe
the
Crusher
Slam
throwing
Cam, is
himself
it?
into the spike
Doesn't
strip.
even say
Can he get
Slam
himself
Cam
out?
on it.
Looks like he's trying to drive away, and he does. As No Tolerance tried to pin him in there, but No Tolerance not quite quick enough to keep Toe Crusher on the boards as we see Toe Crusher now coming in on the attack.
Doesn't look like he's powerful enough, too. There you get a good feel for the kill saws.
You see those kill saws?
Everyone got a good feel. Oh, shit. Now he's got a good feel for the kill saws.
The Battle Box has kill saws. I mean, what Battle Box doesn't? But this season, the kill saws have been enhanced. They're the red blades. The teeth are a little farther apart, and they're splitting just a little more slowly. It helps grab a bot and tear it up.
Thanks, Bill, and I can tell you right now, those
Thanks,
kill saws
Bill.
will make a major impact.
Yeah, Bill Nye's in this.
Battlebots.
Go team.
As you saw the action while Bill Nye was talking, Toe Crusher continues to be aggressive on the very slow no tolerance. That walker that doesn't move very fast, and success has not come to slow Battlebots when we've had this series going on.
He's sort of like a they're doing a lot of bills now. He's sort of like a Philippa.
Look at him. He's dragging him right now. He's got no tolerance, too. However, he's backed up against the kill saw, Sean.
He's got to be careful not to drive himself into those kill saws. As you see, separates Toe Crusher no tolerance. They can literally throw a small bot like this across the arena.
Doesn't look like any damage done there with that hit.
Oh, look at that now. Look at that driving. Gets underneath with leverage, trying to drive no tolerance back into the spike strips. I love what Christian Carlberg and Toe Crusher are doing here now as he's on the offensive, Bill.
You saw the kill saws. They cut right through no tolerance, too. Those things aren't strong. They are.
They are strong, and no tolerance.
We saw him do a live interview with the guy that presses the button to make the saws come up. Oh dear, his legs have come off. His legs have come off.
This is 3 minutes or till incapacitation.
Oh, he's starting to fall apart. This is what I love.
No tolerance 2. Well, right now it's no tolerance 3 because he's got 3 legs, but they're all broken down.
Yeah.
Stuck against the spike strip. Doesn't look like Toe Crusher needs to do much more here, Bill, as we wind down. The countdown's going to have to begin if, in fact, no tolerance can get away from those spike
Adamantium,
strips.
but I can't remember.
Which I like, Sean, which means he's not incapacitated, giving Toe Crusher the opportunity to grab onto him there. He's good and stuck now. This could be it. Did I say pound away while he's down?
You want to kick him in the teeth, huh?
I do. Kick him in his dirty robot teeth.
There you see.
Yeah.
Nice camera angle, guys.
The trade-off is they can have a higher weight limit, but it never seems
And we've got
worth
8
it.
seconds to go in this fight. We're going to get through it all, but you know what? It doesn't
Yeah, the
matter
T1000s.
because the dominating bot has been Toe Crusher dominating no tolerance 2 and taking apart that big aluminum steel can. Let's take a look at the replay, Bill.
That was nice.
Toe Crusher
Very
is on the
nice.
offensive.
Yeah, hold on tight. He's going for a ride on the kill
Oh.
saws. Didn't hurt him, though. And now, it's no tolerance's turn. Look at that slicing and dicing, Sean. And here, this is embarrassing. Getting caught up against the spike strip, pummeled by a guy half your size.
Well, it's all about speed. Let's go down to the arena for the official decision.
Have turned in a 42-3 decision for the red square.
There it is. Christian Carlberg just goes to show you speed kills.
All right, we'll check out the battle stats and get some post-fight reactions in a moment.
And coming up,
Oh,
Mjolnir
good.
goes where few robots dare to go. Plus, Jay Leno's bot, Chinchilla, tries to slice and dice Ginsu. Hold on tight, everybody.
Comedy Central Sports, your home for robotic competition.
You're
Back to Battlebots, everyone. We're under the glittering lights. We just watched Toe Crusher advance by dominating no tolerance. How do the battle stats look to us?
The numbers don't lie, Sean. Toe Crusher belted, no tolerance, and overwhelming 21 times while getting hit just twice. That made all the difference because
Yeah,
they
that's,
were pretty even in other battle stats.
Well, let's go box side for more of the story.
All right, we're here with Christian in the winner's circle. Toe Crusher, it had some toes to crush in that match.
Yeah, it was tough
Not
because it was a
sure,
heavier opponent,
Casey.
but it had a lot of surface area,
microchips,
and
I
that's what I
think.
was counting on. It was a lot of surface area to hit.
And it didn't have the mobility of this robot.
You know what? It was surprising. It was a well-built walker. I was surprised how quickly it moved, but I was able to beat on just one side of it, knock one leg out, and win.
Well, your name is becoming synonymous with producing champions, and it looks like you're moving on. We're very happy for you.
Thank you very much.
So No Tolerance 3 was a crowd favorite because it's a good show, but I think you broke some stuff on it. What happened?
Took a beating. Toe crusher should be called leg crusher. I got 12 feet, no toes. It didn't help.
Well, interestingly enough, this used to be
A wheeled robot.
Right.
Now it's a walker. Right, I went for the crowd appeal.
Yeah.
But it's not good for combat.
It worked for crowd, but not so much for the competition.
That's right.
Are you going to be changing it back?
I'm gonna have to consider it. It was pretty tough.
Thank you.
Well, I'm looking forward to Toe Crusher's next fight. He's one rabid little robot, Bill.
Another rabid little robot is War Machine. He beat Snake to within an inch of his life. While we had a monster upset as British-born bigger brother flipped Mauler right out of commission.
And No Tolerance 2 got his walking papers from small but salty Toe Crusher. When we get back, Vlad the Impaler will knock some sense into us and the sense out of Mjolnir. We'll see also Jay Leno's Chinchilla run some material by Ginsu.
That's next time.
Tonight.
All right, there we go. That's it. That's it. I should consider playing Robot Rumble 2. Is it a more modern robot game? I'm free to play. I've scrolled down. The reviews aren't great, but I will have a look at it. I will have a look at it. I mean, I don't know why the quality of the game would be that important. That actually, no, I've said that. No, I've said that. But anyway, thank you everyone. I hope you've enjoyed the robots. Yeah, it's high quality stuff, you know. No, but there's a difference between it being sort of slightly flawed and just absolutely not working, isn't there? Like, there are different degrees of when things are bad. But thanks everyone. Hope you've enjoyed some Bobots. I think it was a fun one tonight. Dan kept popping up everywhere, but you know. Yeah, I will do that, Big Papa. I will do that. I just haven't worked out what I'm going to do and when. But yeah, at some point over Christmas, we'll watch all of the first series of Robot Wars with Jeremy Clarkson. I think that'll be fun. There's some fun guys in that one. Oh. There isn't a
on WCW Worldwide. That is real head. Of course, it's whose head do you think it would be?
Yeah, whose head do you think it would be? Oh, thank you for the raid, Miss J Squared. I'm just finishing up, I'm afraid. I'm just finishing up, but you know, very grateful for the raid. We were watching some Robot Wars. I'm literally about to raid out. I'm sorry, but yeah, we were watching some Robot Wars. I hope you had a good stream. No, that's not necessarily, that's not really true, Big Papa. That's not really true. Oh yeah, there may have been a big shit on screen. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. I don't know that I've got time. I don't know that I've got time to explain these. It started off as me just putting my face on some Robot Wars robots. But I don't know. The meta's expanded somewhat. But thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Tony Haggis. Yeah, thank you, Gobbler. That does explain. That sort of does explain it. That does explain it. Yeah, I'll tell you next time. Yeah, every Sunday we watch Robot Wars. Well, tonight we've watched Robot Wars at Robotica, which is a fairly flawed American robot sort of wars show, and Battlebots, which is that was fun. That was fun. Early Battlebots. It is the one hosted by Red Dwarf. Yes, that's the one. Oh, have I met my follow goal? Wonderful. Thank you. What a lovely way to end the stream. What a lovely way to end the stream. Sorry, just finding someone to raid. Oh, there's a fun wrestling thing happening. Let's go and look at this. Let's go and look at this. But I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow evening with something. Possibly the sushi game with Kate, but that depends on when Kate is available. I think next week will be sort of relatively normal streams. Probably. Actually, I haven't decided. I need to work out what I'm doing. But it'll probably be maybe Kate tomorrow. Craig Charles is good, yeah. Yeah, I do have some Craig Charles emotes. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know in the Discord. I'll let you know what I'm doing. I'll let you know, but there'll be streams. At some point, I want to finish the sushi game. I want to do that. We're going to do some more peak picks. Will I do a horse stream? Maybe. What's a bee stream? What's a bee stream? I don't think I have ever played Sushi Cat. No. Yeah, we just put bee stenders on a roll. Oh yeah, I might do that at some point, Big Papa. My worry with that is it'll be quite dull to watch. that's my worry. But look, there'll be things coming up. Oh, we're doing the raid. Right, bye everyone. Enjoy the raid. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll let you know what I'm doing in the Discord. And also thank you to anyone who's watching on the VODs. There'll be more streams coming up. I haven't decided what they'll be yet. Right, I'm gonna load out. Right, thanks everyone. Right, goodbye. See you in the next one.